No, I said that's why I didn't name names because it was just gonna be cut out, so it didn't make any sense.
Casting, that's insane.
But the unofficial
it has to be
list
high school. It has to be high school.
Jesus Christ. End this episode first now. What the hell?
Oh, is it not done?
It was done.
No, now we haven't even said.
Okay, then you might as well say the names, nigga.
I just said them.
They're all bleeped out still. What the hell? Whoa.
That's insane. That's it.
No, you trying to get?
No, like we can obviously do more.
What? Anyways, thanks for watching, guys.
You better be.
Thanks for watching,
scared.
guys.
You're just gonna shoot him. Anyways, subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe, man.
Yeah.
You are now listening to the BlackerTheBerry, Disputed the Juice.
Let's record it, mate.
What was that? Your name now. You just say your name. Why you have to try? So DX, and then you say I'm sure.
This nigga, you're like, you want the best of three worlds.
You're scary. Now I understand why the girls are running away. Because all this time I've been thinking girls are crazy. Now it makes sense. Keyshawn. He's always looks the most molested. look.
You know why? Because Shrey stole my spot.
What?
What do you mean? You came after him. So you came before him. You could have.
Atatte.
You could have stayed here before him.
I thought this was your new sport.
No.
Yeah.
Shrey just keeps taking man.
Man.
I mean, that's true. Though. You're always on the.
Doxa, no more deflecting. It's your turn.
My turn.
Tell your story.
I'll tell your story.
So people stop accusing you of having a fake British accent.
I don't need to prove anything to anyone, bro. I don't need to prove anything to anyone, bro.
Came from Peckham.
Definitely.
Peckham, South London?
Yeah.
From the trench?
Not from the church. I came from the
Niggas from the trench.
I came from the castle, not Cambridge.
He was Topboy.
Oh, yeah?
And the man that were trying to push him out.
I'm not gonna. I don't know shit.
Had to leave the ends.
I don't know
Very
shit.
small.
Go to my.
Isaac, are you gonna tell my story then?
I can give a version.
Alright, tell the story.
So Doxa grew up in Hackney, and being Topboy obviously is not too easy because he has to run the ends. So when the Peckham youths came, they started sliding him out. He had to ride for the Mandem, but the Mandem got flanked out.
Just watched it.
He wasn't able to pan his bedroom correctly.
He wasn't able to pan his bedroom
Did you put
correctly.
him on Top Boy?
What?
Did you put him on Top Boy?
I didn't put it on
He's there
shit,
to
bro.
watch.
Topboy came out like 2019.
I didn't put it.
Was it 2017?
It's
was a while ago.
Yeah, it's not that.
Drake that sponsored Top Boy?
Yeah,
Canadians
yeah.
are watching this shit, bro.
Yeah,
Come
bro,
on.
it's niggas there to watch.
Yeah, I don't think niggas in the States are watching Topboy.
No, they are now.
Canadians.
They are.
It's
They
mainly
are
Canadians
now.
and UK niggas. Actually, I don't even know if UK niggas were watching like
They
that.
definitely are.
No, the UK were watching the first ones. When Drake jumped on, it kind of got diluted.
Yeah, because my friend from UK. I was talking about it. I was like, "You watch Top Boy?" He's like, "I watched Summer House." He's like, "The new one, I didn't watch it."
Yeah, because it's very diluted. It's very like exaggerated.
Is that the second season?
Yeah, essentially it's the one where when Drake came in.
Oh,
It's like
yeah.
as per
Jamie and all that
usual.
shit.
Yeah.
But there's an original with like Sully,
He
Deshane.
watered it
No,
down.
he
Yeah, it's
didn't
like
come
a
in
watered
to
down
the
version.
show. He took it like
It's
he
so
essentially brought it back.
I haven't seen any of
He's
it.
the
guess
reason
you
that
can
there's
say
more
it's
seasons.
I watched like episodes, but I haven't seen like the full thing.
like Summer House is good.
Stopped it for
If you watch it, it explains a lot. Actually, it doesn't really.
What does it explain?
It doesn't really make so. It doesn't why when the season the new Top Boy starts. It doesn't explain why Sully's in jail. It doesn't explain why Deshane went to Jamaica. So I was just kind of confused.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you, if you haven't watched that?
Yeah.
I watched Summer House. I watched it.
Yeah, but I'm saying like if you hadn't watched it, then you'd be confused. But
No, I'm saying Summer House doesn't explain why they were in those positions.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
I haven't even seen Summer House.
It doesn't explain why Deshane's hiding out in Jamaica or why Sully went to jail. It doesn't explain it. So
well, he's in Jamaica for the plug.
Yeah, Deshane went to go get like a connect.
And then I think there's another one before this. Don't touch Mike too much as well. Well, is that the end of my story?
So after the man had pushed him out, he had to. It was kind of like a Will Smith situation. Like he had to run. He ran all his way to Canada. So the Mandem don't really know where he is. He went by D-Boy out there. Now he had to switch his name to Doxa.
Doxa, that's insane. That's
a
crazy.
shit story, man.
Running the Mandem, man.
Yeah.
So if you hear that outside, just know this is where it's coming from.
Right. Any fabricated stories.
That's crazy.
I'm pretty sure of that. But yeah. Anyways, welcome to another special episode, guys. I'm your host, DX.
Straight up in the cut. You know
Keyshawn.
what it is.
Big man,
Light
Keyshawn.
skin.
Huh? What did he say? Light skin?
I said Sheray's skin is light.
Yeah.
Mm.
Anyways, he's got a special guest.
Toddy.
Friend of the show.
Yo,
Would you like to introduce
Toddy.
yourself?
there's Atatte. You know,
Shady
Shady
baby.
know me as Shady Baby. You know.
That
Make
guy.
the girls go crazy.
All the daily.
Shady Baby Curry 30.
Make the
you know what
knees
I'm
go
saying?
lazy.
Yeah, you know, some people call me Curry too. You know, shooting threes.
Rubbish.
We
You know
got
I
another
should
special
do
guest in the building as well. His name is Rema. Rema 2.0.
Is that?
Oh yeah, I forgot you look like Rema.
That's the hairstyle.
Yeah.
I think. I remember did his hair like
No,
this
I
one
think
time.
it's the face.
Do I actually look like him, or people just say that shit?
No, I think
Nah.
they're saying it because you look like
I don't
him.
think I look
I don't
like
think he looks like Rebel.
You have like, you resemble him. It's not like you look alike, but you
It's
resemble
the
him.
hair, maybe it's the hair.
Like, it's the same. Like, I've had people say I look like 50 Cent. I've had people say I look like
Idris
Woody
Elba.
McLean. Not McLean. Huh?
Idris Elba.
No.
That's Elba.
Far
That's
from it.
insane.
What's this guy's name? The guy from
Kevin Hart.
Ghosts. No, not Kevin.
The guy from Ghost.
Like
Tommy.
Power?
No,
What?
Kane. The one that does Kane.
Kane.
So-
Kane.
Oh,
Woody-
Kane. Woody,
Woody
yeah.
Which one's Kane?
I've had people
From,
say I look like him as
Book
well.
Two.
I've had people say who else?
Oh.
Yeah, I think the main one is 50 Cent. I've had people say I look like Nelly. I didn't see it.
Mm.
But yeah,
Nelly, I see that
understand
one.
what you're saying.
Yeah, I hear
Nelly.
that.
I see that one a lot more.
Yeah, okay, I get it. It's not like resemblance as opposed to looking like you, I guess.
Yeah.
You guys have the same statue.
Yeah. And then my hero, the baby.
Yeah, it was crazy. Did you go to the Kevin Hart show?
Yeah,
You were there? I heard it was fire.
it was bro.
I heard it was worth every penny. That's what I
Yo,
heard.
see, everything
Yeah,
that could
same.
go wrong.
Did you go? Or
I
you just
heard.
that
I was literally gonna go, then I heard you can't even have your phone.
too? Yeah.
Yeah, they lock it up.
Like, why?
Because,
What's the reason?
What's the reason? Because if he says something in a show and he's going to have a Netflix special and someone records,
Oh, word.
what's
That
the point
makes
of having a
sense.
Netflix special?
That makes sense.
Yeah. It was sick. It was sick. I'm not gonna spoil too much, but bro, there was like someone in the front row disturbing the whole show. He stopped. I had to address them directly, and still managed to get back into where he remember where he was and get seamlessly. That happened.
Like
Huh?
violating?
He was literally like he stopped, and because I thought it was part of the show, he stopped. He was like, "What's this girl doing? Like, are you okay?" And then I think this is, I'm probably gonna bleep this out, but I think she had like mental issues.
Oh.
Either that or she was just being annoying.
Oh.
So he was just like, "Yo, just you know what? Get out. Security can't take her out." And then he was like making fun of the guy that came with her. And he was like, now he's gonna be asking you questions like in the car on your way home. And literally just as he was saying that, just got back into
Jesus
Christ.
transition back into what was it?
It's
And
crazy.
then another part, there was like a fight going on, like in a different section.
Yeah,
Not
I heard about
surprised.
that one. I'm like, when we told me there was a couple fighting. And
Yeah,
then,
and then
they
he
were
stopped and he's like, "What the fuck is going on?" And then he's just addressing it, just like, so no one's gonna react. All you guys are just so polite when there's a fight,
When
and
there's
then
a
he
fight
just
going on,
went
yeah.
back straight back. Yo, this guy is at the top of his game. Like,
He's been doing this a long time.
bro, this is the difference between someone that has worked his way up compared to someone that's shot up to fame. Because shot up to fame, you skip so many steps of learning. Because he's had to learn this through being heckled in like comedy clubs, had to learn this through being not known, had to learn this through being a newcomer, had to learn this through being also a famous person and someone that has some scandals. So people are probably going to come to clubs just to mock him. He's had to learn so much that when he gets to the big stage of like thousands, bro, it looks so easy. And in my mind, I'm thinking like, I think at one point I was because I was just analyzing the whole thing, which is it's annoying because I can't actually enjoy the show.
it, yeah.
Exactly, but analyzing the whole thing, I'm just like, I can see where it starts his premise, he goes into like the butt of the joke, and then goes back again to the premise. And it's like most comedians, it's up and down. You have to control the crowd. I can literally feel when the show's about to end. Like there's just something that happens, that the way they say something, and then you just know they're about to say something, and then they're gonna go,
walk off.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, bro, it's annoying, but it's also really cool because I'm just like, it's more than just enjoying what he's giving us, the entertainment. Is also like admiring the skill. And brother, it's like watching football, bro. And like, if you're watching Neymar play, that's how it feels. Like actually, like you're able to see the skills, like being heckled and just being able to address it, come back to your thing,
like
remember where you are. Nah, man, it was crazy. It was crazy. But yeah, I think I was talking to someone else as well about this whole thing of Kevin Hart and LeBron are pretty much like one of very few to be able to bring the whole team or the people around them and bring them up with them. Because I think what happens
Steph
with a lot
Curry. What?
What is Steph Curry?
his wife. His wife has never even caught on.
He couldn't even successfully bring his wife.
What? Think about all the
really
players.
wants to
Think
cheat
about
on
all
him.
the players that play around him. Like they are now looked as like
Bro,
good
they're NBA players, bro. What the hell
They
are you
were
talking
already
about?
Like who did
Like
LeBron?
that.
Who did LeBron bring
He's
up?
talking about his actual.
Who did LeBron?
He's talking about like the people he grew up with, like his actual friends.
Yeah. So who did LeBron bring up?
So, I think his manager,
Rich Paul.
yeah, his manager has his own management company.
Yeah.
And I think a few things with other people around
Yeah,
him.
his
it's
friends
the
he
same
grew up
thing.
with, like high
Pretty
school.
much. They're all
They're all doing shit.
doing
all
shit.
doing good
I
things,
think the
all
mistake
right.
that a lot of people make, especially artists, is that they don't understand what it means to bring everyone up with you. They think it's literally just bring them around you to enjoy.
Yeah.
You gotta
But-
create opportunities for them so they
Exactly,
can
and not just create opportunities. Also, you have to let them know what these opportunities. You have to teach them
mentor
how to
them.
work hard. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you can't just give them opportunities. They're gonna fuck it up because they're not built like you. Clearly,
Yeah.
if not, they would have gotten themselves. So I think even with Kevin, you can see it the way he addresses almost everyone around him and addresses the things that he does. It's just like everyone needs to understand hard. He says that hard work tastes like with his new brand. Hard work tastes better with whatever it is, and then he shows it. He projects it on everyone around him. Like everything I have is hard work. You can't just be around me and just be like a bum. If not, I'll just cut you off. And that's where it talks about like the whole like a smaller circle. It's not just having like fewer people around you. It's having a smaller focus on certain things. So like the people around you, they need their focus, their television needs to be smaller. They need to understand like this is the goal and this is how we stay there. You get what I'm saying? Because even like with all his scandals, there's always like it's always someone, and it'll be like someone that's just on the outskirts of his circle that would either push him to do something or just put him in environments where he's not supposed to be. Like the whole cheating scandal.
Yeah.
Like when he's explaining, I can only go from what he's explaining and what I see, but it's like obviously he takes blame for doing it, but there are people that let's go out. Let's bring these girls over. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's one of those things where you have to be wary of the people around you. You're not just, you can't just say, I'm going to cut everyone off. You have to, if you are going to keep people around you have to make it clear that this is the mission. This is how important my job is to me. And in order for you to be around me, you also need to
Understand.
You need to have some value of your own. You need to know what it is like to have something to lose. Do you get what I'm saying? But it's sick. It's sick. It's sick to watch. It's sick to see as well. And I like what he's doing as well now with almost everything that he's doing in terms of either acting or his comedy is based around his life. Like even his new series, Die Hard.
I haven't seen that one yet.
It's not that amazing, but it's him obviously through his own company, he's doing his own shit. Like he's every month, everything that he makes is literally coming straight back to him, essentially. But what I like about everything that he gets involved in right now is he shows his life through it. Like that Die Hard is literally like the fact that people have been telling him he can't do serious, he can't be an action star. He's literally giving you a whole show of him doing action while doing comedy, while also showing you that this is what he goes through. Like people tell him that you can't do action, and it's just, bro, his mind.
Has he done action?
Well, he technically does action with Ride Along, and
I know he tried doing it with something.
He did that one of
something
Canada,
Toronto.
man. Yeah, Canada something.
Oh,
Toronto.
Yeah, Toronto.
That was his first action film or something.
No, it wasn't.
That wasn't his first.
Ride Along was technically action
Ride Along
as well.
was action.
Well, he was going on his IG page saying this is my first action film or some shit. So I was going.
Jumanji is kind of action.
That's what I mean. Like he does a lot. Like this is what I'm saying. Like everything that he does is always, everyone's always just like, oh, but
the thing is, when he does action movies per se, like Central Intelligence, Ride Along, he's usually playing like the wimp.
comedic character.
This is his point. It's just like there's always a but.
Yeah.
There's always a but. So he's played into it.
I don't think he can step into a role like The Rock, like where he's like the badass that's beating. Like
this is his point.
I mean, we'll see.
This
Maybe
is his
he can.
point. You're never gonna see. Like he can do it, but you're never actually like you yourself are always gonna create a but.
I'm always just gonna be waiting.
Exactly. You're always gonna create a but, and like if you can like again with most action, like bro, he's what 5'2".
Yeah, like
you're never gonna see him as.
But the thing is, his height sells.
Also, because he started.
No,
with
because he's made it. This is what I mean by he makes his life. He puts it out for you to see, so you have nothing else to say. So like he can do action, but he knows that you're gonna make fun of him trying to do action. So he's gonna try and do action, as in like he's gonna act it out. He's gonna be a shorter joke in an action film. Do you get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. He's very smart. He's very, very smart with the way he like conducts himself.
Yeah, it was like Yan was saying, a lot of these actors are just playing versions of themselves, and they can't really break away from that.
Yeah, like The Rock is always The Rock, nigga. You don't.
Yeah.
It don't matter. But I mean, like, it don't matter what character he's playing. Niggas always gonna see The Rock. Shazam, nigga, it's The Rock. Bro. It's not no.
Have you seen Jumanji, the second one?
No, I haven't seen it.
Like, watch that one.
Okay, so would you say that
different? Like, he does a different voice. He does a different character. Like, he does like the goofy one. Yeah.
Yeah, The Rock.
The Rock is still always a version of himself.
Nigga.
Yeah.
One actor you can say that kind of switches it up is what's it called? What about Terry Crews?
Terry Crews
switches
it up.
Is decent, but
because Terry Crews will
he
have
does switch
some.
it up, actually.
He'll have some films where he's the wimp or like something like that. Then he'll have some films where he's like the action star, like he's the main person.
But he's I'll probably say he's not a comedian. He's a comedic actor.
Mostly.
Like
I wouldn't say he's a serious actor.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he can jump between those roles because his underlying thing is comedy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like he can go into like a film where he's a wimp, but they're still playing on the fact that he's a big wimp.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
He's big.
He's huge.
He's huge.
He's huge. That's crazy. But
I've always noticed with people like Kevin Hart and Adam Sandler, they always have familiar faces in their movies because they're usually putting their friends on.
Yeah, I mean, also they were all. Adam Sandler had his own little Happy Gilmore.
Happy Gilmore. That show.
He had a bunch, like he had a lot of people. Have you seen Big Stan? Like him, Adam Sandler. They just have like a group of people that like. What's the name of that movie? Grown Ups.
Yeah.
Like Grown Ups. Those comedic actors. They're always just together.
Yeah.
But I mean, like
bad looking niggas.
Yeah. You have to see.
But he has that new basketball movie where he's
You're still holding the mic.
But Adam Sandler was like
Make
one of my top.
bad noise.
It's fun, bro.
I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, but Adam Sandler is up there though. When you talk about like great actors, like
No, he's not.
He is.
No, he's not.
No,
He's not.
Who are you gonna put there?
Like 20 people over.
20 people, that's insane. Like,
If a great actor, what do you mean by great actor?
like he has a lot of good movies. Like, and
is,
he
he,
knows
is he good at what he does?
he's good
Or
at
is
what
a
he
great
does.
actor?
He's good at what he does.
he's good at what he does, and he's
good at what he
also
I think that's where Isaac comes from.
He's
also
good at what he does.
he has that new NBA.
I saw it.
Like he's
Like
yeah,
he's
total
a
different
good
character.
actor. Don't get it twisted.
Total
But we
different
can't say he's
character.
one of the greats.
He's not
You
one. I
can't
just
say
said he's
that.
up there.
One of
I
the
didn't say he
greats.
was one of the
He's one of
greats.
the greats at what he does. The dry comedy.
He's one of the
up
greats at
there.
what he
Yeah.
does.
Yeah,
100%.
like he
He's up
doesn't he
there.
own his own little production company now?
Probably.
Yeah, he does.
Who's that one guy? He was like was it a zookeeper or a museum?
Oh, like
He's
the,
another
the
comedian.
chubby white guy,
Kevin James.
The chubby white
the
guy.
one who was the actual zookeeper, right?
Yeah.
like
Kevin
he was.
James,
He was.
He's so funny.
He's funny.
Kevin
yeah.
James is funny.
He's another one that's kind of
So
like
he's
Adam Sandler.
the guy
kind of
from
the
comedian.
bottom 100.
The dry humor.
The guy from You People, the Noah guy.
Oh, is it Jonah Hill?
Jonah Hill, yeah,
Jonah Hill.
he's good too.
Oh, Jonah Hill. Yeah.
Have
He's
you
top
seen
200.
People?
yeah, it's
Jonah
so
Hill's top
funny.
200?
It's
Have you guys
have you seen You People?
No, I haven't seen it.
Whoa,
The one with let's see how this goes.
nice. Ugh.
The
nice- the nice cars.
I'm sorry.
Relax.
Yo, the nice cars,
The
bro.
only black
You saw the
actors-
nice cars I'm talking about, right? What's his name? The guy from Doolittle.
The only nice is crazy.
I saw the nice car.
Yeah, the nice cars, bro.
I saw the nice car.
I think the
Well,
only
like,
black
yeah, she
actors
was-
that have actually like gained respect from either like the actual acting world, I think is only Will Smith.
Tyler Perry?
No. he
Tyler Perry.
Stop.
What's going on, bro?
He's good. I don't pay attention. I don't pay attention to all the other drama and whatever. That's
Yeah,
happening.
they're good actors. Don't get it twisted, but they don't have respect in the acting world.
Respect.
Tyler Perry?
He doesn't have respect in the
Nigga,
acting.
Hold on.
Are you kidding?
Respect is a
When
big
you're
word.
talking about
crazy take, I'm
nigga,
not
That's a
nigga,
crazy take
he's
for
famous
real.
in
What? He's
Bro, please.
he's one of like he's.
If we're talking about the actual, like, if you're talking about like Oscars, shit like that, like respect,
Okay.
like Hollywood, nigga, the niggas they have respect for is Denzel, used to be Will Smith.
You mean the black
niggas
guys?
like that, bro? They're not
Samuel
when they're
Jackson?
talking about
also
Samuel L.
about
Jackson. When they're talking about great actors,
Freeman?
nobody's gonna bring up Tyler Perry. I'm so sorry.
That's insane. That's
is
insane.
insane?
They will bring up Tyler Perry for a good actor.
Actually, I kind of agree with Isaac. Now that he's kind of explained this.
Good actor, yeah.
Tyler Perry's good at what he does.
He's also
Good
good
at what he does.
He's a
I don't
good.
think he's an all-time actor.
like, don't get it twisted.
He's good at what he does.
Isaac here,
He's
man.
very good at what he
I
does.
just think Tyler Perry has managed to weave his way through what would have been
Like a joke.
a bad career. Not bad career, but not a great career.
Like with the whole
Do you get what I'm
idea,
saying?
like,
Bro, his Medea movies are goated though. I can't.
They're funny.
So
They're fun, but they're not.
They're not like the greatest.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm saying,
obviously.
but I'm saying-
right?
They're not gonna
know,
take him
yeah.
serious. He dresses up in drag and acts as a grandma. Like they're not gonna
oh my
take him
gosh,
serious.
he's so disrespectful.
He's good at what he does.
He's good at what he does.
Like, all-time actors, you can't compare him to Will Smith, Samuel Jackson, Morgan.
That's like
Freeman,
saying Chris.
Yeah.
That's like
You
saying
can't.
The Rock is up
or
there.
what's it called?
Like
Denzel
what?
Washington.
You can't put The Rock on the same level as Denzel Washington or Will Smith.
But once again, The Rock is good at what he does.
Yeah.
His brand is him playing himself.
Yeah.
So
I
he's
mean,
good
not
at what he does. But can you actually say The Rock's a good actor?
The Rock.
Yes.
He's trash. Trash is a strong word.
The Rock is
He's not trash.
He's a mid actor.
He's mid, but he's not trash.
The Rock is not a great actor.
No,
If
he
he
plays
sucks,
his
John
roles
Cena's
very
a
well.
better
Not
actor
all the
than
way.
The
Not
Rock.
all
If
the
he
time.
sucked, why would he be
Name
where
What
he
the
is
hell
right
was that?
now?
Bro, John Cena's a better actor.
So why is
than
he
The
so
Rock.
successful?
No,
Why
Cena
is
is a
he-
better actor than The Rock.
John
Cena.
Like why is he like? Why
Why
is
is
he the
The
I've
Rock?
heard a lot of people say that.
Successful?
Why is he the
I've
Rock?
really watched John
It's
Cena's
because
movies.
he's able to get everyone. He's able to get children. He's able to get grandmas.
And also bear in mind, he's been in the entertainment industry for so long, like with WWE.
I don't think he's a bad actor. I
No,
think
what I'm
he's
saying
like,
is, what I'm
we
saying
didn't
is,
say he's a bad actor.
Well, obviously he's not
he said
bad.
he's trash.
I don't think he's good at all.
Very
But what I'm
bad.
saying is, what I was saying is, he's been in the entertainment industry for so long, right? That before he started acting seriously, he was already The Rock. Does that make sense?
So
So
like what wrestling?
exactly.
Okay.
He was literally
He's
huge.
a brand.
Yeah, he was his brand. That's what I'm saying. He was already The Rock before he even started acting seriously.
But the thing
It's
is,
only more recently started
But like
Even-
it's not just
No, but
it's
even-
not just him that tried to like transition from like wrestling to like acting.
No,
There's
but
many
even,
of them
even
that
look,
they tried.
even his acting, right? Let's focus on his acting. His acting can, as I said, can bring children and can bring grandmas.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
And
That's a large. That's a large
that's why
reach.
Kevin Hart has started to grow because he's now moved from just adults to now children. That's why he's getting so big. You get what
I
I'm
feel
saying?
like you can kind of start to like compare it to rap. It's like it's kind of the same thing with Drake. We're not gonna say Drake is an insane
I
rapper,
thought you were about to say,
but he has a large reach.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
It's like The Rock. He's able to touch a lot of different hearts.
Drake has touched everyone,
Mm-hmm.
and
Oh, you want to say he's an insane rapper?
No, I
Go
know.
ahead and say
I'm
it.
not a Drake fan. I'm not a Drake fan.
Bro,
I got like you're
He's
putting a
good.
little bit of disrespect on Drake, bro.
Drake is good
Drake's
Drake fan.
discography, in my opinion, is pretty insane.
because he's able to reach a bunch of people.
It's not, nigga. What?
But his presentation is
Drake,
good. though.
He does the numbers. What he does
The
the numbers he
deliverance is
does
good.
Because
because he's
he's
able to
100%.
reach a bunch.
I do agree, but
Drake is good.
Drake
and
is-
this
bro,
is
what?
the annoying
He's
thing.
good. Just like
Yeah,
The
like,
Rock
listen to
is
his
good.
bars.
No.
I don't think you can make that comparison.
You can't.
Like you can, but you also can't.
You can't.
Drake is actually
Drake
a good
is like Will
rapper.
Smith.
Stop.
Yes.
No, Will
I said
Smith
it.
is an amazing actor.
Nigga, Drake is
No,
literally
Drake is like
him
Will Smith.
in the music industry. Is he not? He is.
Yeah, he's him. Yeah.
He makes
Bro.
music for all ages.
It's the
'Cause
Rock,
he's-
him, and the acting.
Bro.
He's been valid for years
You
now.
can't make that comparison. Essentially,
He's been valid for so long.
Bro.
in terms of what you're saying, like contextual, in terms of reach, I do agree
See,
though.
I get where you're coming from.
Yeah,
That- I was once there, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah, but if you actually listen to his music,
Bro, this nigga.
I was once there, but
There's not a single light skinned nigga he
the
doesn't
thing-
like. He hates on every nigga that's light skinned that's
The,
doing
the
this
thing
shit.
with Drake,
don't you? Did you
Bums.
say?
The
Wasn't
thing
he
with-
like praising Ellie Chopper one day? Like,
He hates that nigga.
aren't you like?
He's a bum.
I
Told you, this is trash.
no, this guy's NBA
Didn't he
young
say
boy.
some shit about
Is NBA
NLE
Youngboy.
Chopper's? NBA Youngboy.
NBA young boy is dark
shit.
skin. I recently found
Okay,
out.
okay.
I recently.
Why do you hate light
it
skin?
was making sense.
Asking.
Like you're literally like light skin.
He hates himself. It's straight.
Wow.
Is Morgan Freeman up there?
Morgan Freeman is definitely
Well,
up there.
no,
that's
let's
the question,
not
I can't
try
lie.
it. Let's not
I'm
try it.
sorry to think. Is he actually up
Let's
there?
not
How
try
about
it,
the?
bro.
How about
How
the?
many characters do you play? God, and God. Come on, bro. And then
He
Nelson
has some
Mandela on
older
the side.
movies. He has some older movies.
No, he has some record-breaking movies.
How about
but-
Samuel L. Jackson?
Samuel Jackson's a really
He's
good actor.
up there,
in my
but
opinion.
not that much.
Samuel
He's
Jackson.
not. He's not.
Nigga,
he's
let's
not-
be honest.
Okay, so Denzel and Will Smith are the only actors that you guys put up there, like Denzel and Will Smith.
There's
Ooh,
tier
see, I
one.
didn't say
Just
Denzel.
because they have.
I didn't
They
say
have what?
I didn't
There's
say
a reason they
Denzel.
have Oscar. No.
Yeah, but
I gotta
also-
stop.
It's also like.
Don't you dare disrespect Will Smith or Denzel Washington.
Nah, I'm not
Whoa,
disrespecting
see,
them.
My thing
I'm
with
not
Denzel,
disrespecting
yeah.
them.
My thing with Denzel is that he's not like. Let's focus on acting, right? The definition of acting.
Dawson's
you're playing
about to say
something.
some bollocks.
No, you're playing something that you're not. If we're talking about acting, not just like being an actor, acting.
It doesn't have to be
Denzel-
playing something that you're not. It's also playing
No.
something that you are in front of the camera when they're
Hold
telling
on
you
now,
to
let
do
me-
it.
let me land.
I can't lie.
Denzel plays different versions of himself.
True.
So if you're gonna talk about acting, I won't put him like way up there. Like I'll put Christian Bale over him, right? Just because you can
You probably can.
DiCaprio.
acting. I didn't say being an actor. I said if you're talking about acting, get Denzel to play Batman, and then get Denzel to play like a what do they call it?
American Psycho?
No, just like a love interest.
Oh,
What they call?
Can you do both?
I don't think he could do romance.
You never know. You never know. It's a possibility.
No,
What
but
if
I'm only
someone-
I'm only talking about what he's shown us.
But that's what he's been given.
No,
He didn't make the movies.
What do you feel
no,
about?
but offer the
yeah,
roles.
but you can still go for castings.
Yeah,
No
but
one's
they
stopping you.
offer you roles based on like after a particular point, like in your career, they offer you roles based on like
you
what
did.
they think that you could do.
Yeah,
That's
they
what Jan was
typecast
talking
him. They
about on the,
typecast
Yeah,
him.
the whole typecasting, but you can still audition.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Don't forget you can still audition.
Fair enough.
But can you see Denzel from what Denzel has shown us? Can you see him doing romance and then can you see him doing thriller?
I can see him doing thriller, but no romance.
Romance, not really.
I can't-
Christian Bale, can you see him doing romance? Can you see him doing thriller?
Absolutely.
Do you get what I'm saying? So when it comes to acting, the skill of acting, then for me, Denzel is not. He's a great actor, but he's not amongst 1%.
So like you put 1%. Who's that white guy?
Will Smith?
DiCaprio?
Will Smith is another
Leonardo
person I'm not putting
DiCaprio?
at 1%.
Yeah, DiCaprio
What's
is
the
insane.
white guy that always does? He did what's it called? The movie about Wolf on Wall Street. He did
DiCaprio.
DiCaprio.
He's way up there.
He's way up there.
Very good.
He can do anything.
Yes.
He can do anything you want him to.
he's fucked,
If you
yes.
watch
He's
Wolf of
fucked,
Wall
yes.
Street,
I can't lie.
he was doing like
And then
crazy. He was doing rich.
Bro, no,
he was doing posh. He was doing in love.
He can do anything. He see.
Oh my gosh.
And then
that
The
guy-
Revenant.
He can do what 50 Cent
Completely
tried to
different
do. He can
What?
do anything.
The Revenant.
I haven't
The Revenant.
seen
You
that.
haven't seen The Revenant? By Leonard.
Lawrence
Leonardo
Fishburne.
Seen
DiCaprio
Gatsby?
is a brand name for a reason, bro.
Yo, I can't lie. The lines get really blurry after that.
Huh?
Black actors like
He said the French.
nigga on the list. After that, you got like Morgan Freeman, Lawrence Fishburne.
What do you think
Cuba
about
Gooding
what's his
Jr.?
name? Denzel Washington's son.
Cuba Gooding Jr.
Have you seen any
That's
of
the
his movies?
that's the next we got up.
I seen him in Ballers.
Fine boy.
Huh?
What he does is just fine boy.
What? What do you mean, fine boy?
What he does is just a fine boy. He's just a fine boy.
No, what?
Am I thinking of the right person?
Terrence
Howard.
I
Have you
guess
seen
you say
Ballers?
Terrence Howard is good.
Forrest Whitaker.
Terrence Howard is decent. He's
son.
Yeah,
decent.
we don't really got shit after those.
Eddie Murphy, Wesley Snipes.
Eddie Murphy.
We'll
Right,
have to.
Martin
We'll have to
Lawrence.
look. We'll have to look at.
Stop,
Now we'll have
I'm
to.
just-
We'll have to
I'm
look
just
at
saying names.
women. I think the women
None
are
of
the
them
ones that
are,
carry
like,
it for us.
bro.
Chris
they're
Rock, Ice Cube.
pathetic.
Actually, I do agree. I think.
I think the women are the
carry.
one that carry for us.
They do.
They
I can't lie. All I know
everything.
is Viola Davis. That's
Viola
like,
Gabrielle-
Davis.
Gabrielle Union.
Taraji P Henson.
Taraji P. Henson.
she's good. She's really good. Megan good.
Bro, Lala Ad.
Nia Long.
Come
Niggas,
on, bro.
what? Y'all niggas just saying
Okay.
rubbish.
His name is
Okay,
Stefan.
fine.
Nah, but she's actually really good. And I grew up watching her.
Yeah,
She's good at shit.
I grew up watching like all of her
Even
movies.
Whoopi Goldberg
Kerry,
is really
Kerry
good.
Washington as well.
Yeah, Whoopi Goldberg is really good too.
Yeah.
Who? Kelly.
Kerry Washington, the one that does Scandal.
Oh, Scandal's good.
Scandal.
Kerry
Even
Washington.
though she falls in love
Bro,
with
Gabrielle
Angela Bassett's
Union.
okay.
She was. I saw
I'll
her.
kick your neck, bro.
I seen
Gabrielle
her.
Union.
Yeah, I seen
I'll
her.
kick your neck, bro.
Wait, who said Gabrielle Union?
No, I just said I seen her.
Atatte.
Oh, this guy is just mentioning Buckable
forgot
Wags,
about my
bro.
queen. Halle Berry.
I just said I was
Angela
seeing her.
Bassett.
Queen
Angela
Latifah,
Bassett.
Regina
is
Hall.
crazy.
Yeah, Queen Latifah.
Queen what?
Niggas really
Stop.
Niggas
You know.
really put
Like, I don't think you guys understand
Jada
acting.
Pinkett Smith on here.
You know that Octavia Spencer
What?
girl?
What?
She's
She
like
an
the
act-
really
she an
beat
actor?
one.
I don't know what Jada Pinkett Smith is, bro. Remember, she's just a Smith. I can't
You've
lie.
seen her in Bear stuff, right?
Oh yeah, I have seen her.
She's
in
pretty
Best
good.
Of.
She's
No,
a
she's literally just a Smith. Jada Pinkett Smith doesn't do anything.
Wait, so it's Viola Davis?
Bro,
Is she like?
she's a B-list actor, bro.
She's a
What?
what?
C-list actor, bro.
Wait.
Doesn't even act.
You say Viola
So is
Davis?
Viola Davis? Is she like our goat? Like,
Yes, she
Haley
is.
Berry.
Her,
Is she actually?
essentially.
Because of
Oprah
what? Because
used
of
to
that
act,
whole.
right?
Yeah, she
No,
did. Yeah, no, she's
She used
consistent.
to?
she's done a few slave movies.
Regina King.
Regina King's trash. She's like Marlon Wayans.
Why is Keke Palmer on here? What?
Nigga, Regina King's like Marlon Wayans for like black girls, bro. Zoe does that.
So Regina Hall's okay, I guess.
All we do,
Alright, what
all we
about-
do
what
is
about white
comedy
actors?
movies.
White actors.
We have a few niggas that do serious shit, but for the most part, comedy is our thing.
For black people,
Yeah.
we have a lot of. I feel like we have a lot of good
Why?
shows.
Why are you saying like
like shows with black people in it? Movies?
Not really.
Not really.
I
No,
said
no,
back in the
no.
90s and early 2000s, we were killing
a
it.
lot of the young Brits are. Idris Elba is actually a very good actor.
Oh, I've seen him
very-
in Beast of a Nation.
I've
That
seen
movie was
him in
really
it.
good.
He can do anything,
And
Yeah,
Thor.
he's good.
and also he can go into.
He wasn't even on the list. He was in
Thor.
the top 50. That's
Idris
just
Elba.
Bro,
crazy.
Idris Elba was a very good actor. Who was John Boyega's? I don't know. I don't rate him like that.
Like the guy from Star Wars.
Man
Yeah,
says
the guy from Star Wars, yeah.
Oh,
What about that
Billy
other guy?
D?
Oh, the one that did
The guy
what's
from
his
Out.
name?
Not Billy D.
Get Out?
Or Get Out.
Oh,
The guy that did Get Out.
Daniel
something.
is Kuyega or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
He's okay.
He's alright.
I don't think he's
Nah,
not crazy.
I think he's
He's
good.
not
Yeah, but
A-list.
he's a good actor for his category. 'Cause
What? What do you mean? What
I don't
category? He did
Get Out?
He did Get Out, and he did action too. He did action as well.
Barely in that movie.
That accent he did in Wakanda?
No, stop. No,
Was
that,
it Johnny
that
English
other
he was
movie, that other movie is similar to Get Out. I know what you're talking about.
Thank you.
What movie?
All he does is just thrillers,
Yeah, thrillers.
psychological thrillers.
But he did
Wakanda.
action. He does action as well.
Please, he was barely in that fucking movie,
Wakanda
dude.
forever.
What? What? He was in Johnny. Was he Johnny English? He was in.
Stop.
Or was it?
Atatte, I can't lie, your takes are trash.
He does action. He does action for
Like,
sure.
I think that the Brit actors
Daniel
are,
Kaluuya.
Yeah, Kaluuya. The Brit actors are a lot better than
You know
most
who's
of the
actually
Americans.
Get Out.
actor?
Nope. That's the other movie. Similar to Get Out.
Jada Pinkett
Yeah,
Smith
that's
is
that
actually a
other
good
like
actor.
thriller,
Wait!
She's a good actor.
Shorty!
thriller horror.
Stop him! What the hell?
Jada Pinkett Smith is a good
How much
actor.
is she paying you?
Have you seen her in Gotham? Nigga, she was good.
I haven't seen any of her movies.
No, do you know the
She
problem?
don't
I
get too
think
many.
I get where Isaac is coming from. The problem is a lot of the movies that she's in, you don't notice her until they mention Will Smith.
Okay, so then like how is she great if you don't
No, it
notice
doesn't
her?
mean that she's not a good actor.
She's not given like cast
Yeah.
of like important roles.
There's good actors
She's
that
not,
don't
she's
get
not
good
giving like
roles.
important roles, but she's
Look
there.
at you, bro. What the hell, man?
Enough.
Well, if it's
Holy.
comedies, we got you, bro. Back in the day, black people used to be running like the comedy, like for
Back in
TV
the
shows.
day, we
TV
still
shows,
are.
what do we have?
Those guys from like, have you seen Barbershop?
Bro, we still are, bro.
For what?
Have you seen the Barbershop?
I mean, for
the
what?
one with the Ice Cube.
Comedy, bro. Where pretty
Those
much,
guys.
Bro, you had different strokes. You had good times, bro. You had,
No, but you have to remember, a lot of the comedy back then was borderline cancelable, bro. But we're still running comedies. Like even you know what? I like what Andrew, what's his name, the one that does Blackish. I like the way he's playing
guy's
this one
pretty
because
good
a lot.
too.
we
Of
had like
Ricky-
10 different versions of Blacklist. We had a different
No, I
girl.
know.
We had what's it called? My Wife and Kids.
My
Martin.
wife and kids,
This guy.
Martin, you had dads.
white chick.
Oh, Michael Ealy.
Well,
This guy
what was
too.
that other one? The
This is good.
Meet
Anthony
the
Anderson?
Cosbys or something like that?
These are all
Meet
comedic
the
niggas.
Cosbys.
No,
Meet
was
the
it-
Cosbys.
was it
D-Ray
Meet the
Davis?
Cosbys?
Stop
Meet the
it.
Cosbys, bro. I'm pretty sure it's Meet the Cosbys.
Yeah.
But they're talking about comedy right now, aren't they?
What you guys?
I'm just looking about the cast from the Barbershop, the one with Ice Cube in it.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I definitely think the quality of black TV used to be better. I think it's kind of
Definitely.
I think it's corny now, to be honest.
Well, a
They're just-
lot of it was silence. Like we can't really
Blackish,
do much.
Blackish was okay, but I think for the most part it's corny.
No, Blackish is good for what it does. Like I agree with you. The thing with Blackish is that it's you can't do anything too brazen anymore. Like you can't say exactly what you want to say. You have to put it in a way
you have to.
where it looks like that. So then the white people can laugh and not realize what you're saying. Do you get what I'm saying?
Have you guys seen
So-
House of Pain?
Yeah.
House of what?
House of Pain?
No.
House of Pain was way better than Meet the Browns.
Oh, not even close.
Yeah. It wasn't, bro. Curtis.
Some of those black comedy
Curtis
shows are
was
so,
untouchable.
Yo, that nigga,
Bro,
My favorite-
you
my
was so
favorite
good.
one,
I
bro.
used to fake being sick, or I cut school
watch
just so I
that
could
shit?
go back home and watch
bro,
House of Pain.
Bro, House of Pain is such a good show.
That shit was
oh my
good.
god, you guys need to watch it.
My favorite
No,
is
Netflix.
still is top one is My Wife and Kids. I
My Wife and
rewatch that
Kids is
show,
good.
Like every year.
I used to watch I
rewatched
rewatched
that.
the Bernie Mac show maybe like 10 times.
Really.
That
My
was
Wife and Kids-
so
I can
funny.
literally quote that. I can quote episodes, bro. It's
That's
crazy.
what I'm saying. Back in the day, the quality of black TV was way better back then.
Bro, I wasn't even allowed to watch
Quality of
TV on the tip of the weekend.
You think I was watching
2010
TV,
era?
bro? I was
Oh,
going on
so
my
good.
phone.
TV
I was
shows,
going on
music.
Did you ever watch Fillmore?
Like,
Fillmore was so
think
good.
so. I don't
Oh
think so.
my days.
Bro, everything back when we were growing up, bro. Because I was like looking at like the shit, like a lot of this shit that they're playing for kids and stuff. I'm like, what the hell is
It's
that?
corny as
what the hell
fuck,
is
but
this?
everything's
So where's
censored.
Zeke and Luther? Where's
You have to have
that's what I'm
inclusion
saying.
and then
Where's,
you have to have
Exactly.
censorship.
But I was watching one Disney. I don't even know what Disney.
Nah, Disney shows are trash.
Bro,
right
Disney
now.
has gone down.
bro,
the what's it called?
Remember
First of all,
Corey
you're
in the
right.
House?
They had to make it inclusive. So
Yeah.
it was a white dad, black woman. Then the kid was mixed. He had cornrows.
Oh my god.
And then it was some shit. I don't
Bro,
know.
That's so
doing
Raven.
too
Then
much.
the kid was gay.
They're doing too
They always
much.
have to add that whole,
The
and it literally
inclusivity
pisses me
is
off because
too
this
much.
Vikings. I mean, I don't know if you're like a Viking head, but like they just dropped a new movie, like it's a continuation of The Last Kingdom, and like I don't want to make any spoilers for the people that like watch that, but like they just did something completely terrible, and I know it's because of like the whole new era,
Sensitivity.
you know, like they just wanted to add it to it just so because there was no reason to.
Bro, the sound.
That's what I'm saying. That's
no
where it
reason
is
to.
because it's not like it's the issue with the stuff itself. It's almost like you can tell it's forced.
Yeah, it's so
Right?
forced.
That's
like every
what my
show
issue is.
I
It's
go
like,
on because sometimes I'm looking for like a
forcing
new
this.
show to watch, and I just like start and it starts getting good, and then boom, there's just some thing that doesn't need to be there, but it's there. Like I didn't grow up watching that. I only came here and then I started seeing all this. Like back home, you know what it is. Like no one's doing all that. Like.
Well, back home, you're getting flogged.
Like
bro.
you're hyped.
Oh, you didn't do it, man.
Like there was this kid that was in my boarding school from was GS2. This kid, they caught two of them like having in the bathroom.
Having what?
Two guys?
Yeah, two guys.
Huh?
One of them was Muslim, and the other one was like a Nigerian guy. Well, he was a Christian, and then the other one was Muslim, and then the Muslim kid, I think he finished there because, like, I think there's something in their religion that, like, if you do that, you have to get flogged sometimes. That's what they said. So they were bringing this kid to all of our rooms. They would throw him on the floor. All the seniors, the Muslim like seniors, would just come and start flogging him on the floor, take him to the next room, flog him. The Christian guy, he didn't get any nonsense, but he left. He left school. Like, he left the school, and I didn't see him until I was in like global.
Yeah. Oh,
like,
he was there?
No, he wasn't there. But like, I seen him like during that period, and he was like, he probably looking at me like, yo, he probably doesn't think I remember, but yo, like, I remember that shit. We can't forget that. Yo, it was insane. Yo, it was so crazy.
You were
like,
watching?
I know, like, it was just they caught him,
okay.
And like the guy who caught him, they spread the story around, bro. And like, it's not something that was fake, because like, why would they just like be beating this Muslim kid, like, you know? So everybody knew it was a gen. The other guy left the school, so that was just like, yo.
Yeah, that was wild, man. That was very wild.
Like, it's insane.
Lesson well learned.
Wasn't it? It's so loud here. My auntie came here last summer for like around like September. She came and then she was talking to me, and she was like, yo, Atatte, like, it's my first time in Canada. Like, it's crazy. Like, she was first talking about how like there's just like marijuana shops like in every corner.
Yeah. Literally, bro.
And I'm here
across
like,
my house.
It's like, yo, it's every
There's
corner.
vapes, everything. You can just, everything is so
Bro,
accessible.
everything is
It's
put in
insane.
everything now. Like, you can have drinks that have marijuana in it. You can have like, you can have that little electric pen, or you could take in the plane now. Like, it's crazy.
Bro, end times, nigga.
End times. I would say that. I mean, the whole
end times.
Whole, like, end times for real.
End times for real. But like, you remember like the shows that we were watching like around like 2010, that time, like,
what shows?
Yeah, of course.
Which
like
ones?
even from anime to like cartoons to like the
That's So Raven,
like That's So Raven,
That's
iCarly,
So
Corey in the House.
just there was so much good shit.
Yeah, a lot of good shit to watch.
Pure content. I used to disobey my dad to miss
Nigga,
those.
there was
shit.
so much good shit on TV. There used to be so much good shit on. Oh my,
Bro, my dad
Nigga,
came home
SpongeBob.
one day. He touched the
Bro.
TV. He saw that it was hot. We didn't know what was happening. We just thought we were smart. Like, we heard the horn on the door, so we turned off the TV, ran to our rooms. No, we stayed in the living room. We're like, "Oh, hi, Dad." My dad just walked up, touched the TV, felt it was hot. He went to his
These times
room.
you're thinking he's performing
He got
magic
his
trick.
belt and he beat us. But I remember myself thinking like, it was worth it, because you know how
good shit on
it was
there.
it was good shit.
Even
like,
the fact that these kids don't even know what Scooby Doo Mysteries is.
man, like a
Scooby-Doo
lot
was
of
that
good
shit.
stuff, bro.
Wow.
Like Megas XLR.
You never watched Scooby Doo?
And it's not like it was good because like we were kids. Like, it was actually
Yeah,
good.
like it's you can still go back and watch all this.
Like
shit.
Samurai Jack,
Samurai Jack. Oh my god, nigga,
Samurai
Danny
Jack?
Phantom.
Kids Next Door,
Wait,
bro.
Please tell me, you watch Danny Phantom?
Danny Phantom,
Fairly Odd Parents.
bro. Jimmy Neutron,
Jimmy Neutron, bro. I can literally go on and on and on, bro.
Yeah, there were some good ones towards the end though. Like, I don't know if
Bro, that
call it
2010
good.
era
Remember the
was
Kid
crazy.
Choice
Even the
Awards?
music, bro.
Huh?
Remember the Kid Choice
Kids
Awards?
Choice Awards. Yeah, I remember that.
Oh word,
I remember I actually used to watch that
Yeah,
shit.
because
yeah.
there was
Now,
actually good shit on there.
like Miley Cyrus from Hannah Montana.
Hannah
Miley
Montana,
Cyrus
Sweet Life of Zach and Cody.
now. Was it a Waverly Place?
Was it Waverly Place? What else?
Oh,
I don't know if you guys ever watched Pair of Kings.
Pair of Kings? Of
Pair of
course.
Kings is
Pair of
fucking
Kings was one of the
goated.
best
Pair of Kings was
ones.
sick.
what else?
Zeke and Luther.
Ant Farm.
Oh,
Shake It Up. Oh, you're
Shake
throwing
It
so much shit.
Up.
What's that other one with the Spy Family?
Casey Undercover?
No, not even that one. That
That
one.
was kind of new.
No, that one's newer. But there's another one. Oh fuck, I forgot.
I forgot.
But you know which one I'm
Yeah,
talking
I know
about?
the one you're talking
What
about.
about the other one with like it was like a dojo or whatever? Kicking It?
Kicking It, yeah.
Kicking It was
Kicking
fire.
It with
You ever
Joe.
watch Phil from the Future?
Film from the Future
Yeah,
was
yeah.
That one's
was
way back. Bro.
golden.
That's early 2000s.
That was
Yeah.
it was goated though. Like, oh my god,
That was
Phil was a feature.
Ben 10, bro.
You ever
Come
watch
Minutemen.
Minutemen.
And then they would make the movies.
Of course.
Malcolm in the Middle is good.
Nigga, there was, bro, the movies.
They would make the
TV
movies
show,
and
everything
like
was hitting,
it would
bro.
just be crazy. Like,
Everything was.
I don't know. You make a show and then you make the movie and everyone's
Yeah.
trying to watch that
Yeah,
movie.
bro.
They made like Ben 10 Race Against Time. They made
Yeah,
a bunch
man.
of like you'd watch that
Into the multi,
cartoon.
bro. There
and
was
you think
so
you-
much shit.
You think that you could, you know?
Yeah. Even
Did
back
you
then,
get to watch?
That's when yeah, of course. That was when
Omnitrix?
WWE was shaking too. You know,
Oh, I used to
everyone used to
watch-
watch WWE. WWE.
I used
Niggas
to
used to
watch.
fucking wrestle in the basement.
Bro, we used to play
I
this
used to
thing.
watch WWE Vintage on Fridays, then Monday Night Raw.
Monday Night
and
Raw, then
Saturday Night SmackDown. I
Yeah.
used to watch
Yeah.
that.
yeah.
I never really got into wrestling for sure.
I
but
love, bro.
just
That's
used to
all
watch
me
it.
and my cousins did.
but I
was just
played it. I
WWE
played it. I
games.
played the games
Nigga.
on PS.
We would do, and we would do the moves for real.
For
Like,
real?
nigga, I
Oh, yeah,
remember
for sure.
running off my couch and RKOing my cousin, and I just landed straight on the cement. I didn't, bro. We were dumb.
That was
Yeah.
dangerous.
Nah, for sure.
I can't lie. We used to do some dumb
Some,
shit.
yeah. Basement.
Me and my
basement
friends,
was the
we
dungeon.
used to do this thing where we'd like, if the walls were really close, you could like.
Oh yeah, Spider-Man.
You never did that? You just to get your
In
hands.
these conversations, I can tell we all got beat a lot as children.
Bro, they beat the hell out of me, bro. Like,
Because we
what?
just used to be stupid
God,
and
we
free.
were.
I did some
idiots.
stupid things.
We were free, man. We were
One
free.
time, I was literally, my cousins came. You know how like your dad's like siblings send their kids to come stay with you. They sent my cousins to come. I think they were staying in Pawtucket. They came to come stay with us, and I was just like remembering myself thinking like, I really don't like these kids. Like they're pissing me off. And I was home alone with them. I was like, you know what? I just took them outside, released the dogs, locked every entrance. Yeah, like you know, dogs back home, like they're not just like all these
What the hell are
puppies.
you
Rabbit.
saying?
I had like guard
You had
dogs.
something up with you.
I released the
That's
dogs.
You deserve to
See,
get
we're
beat.
talking about you.
I
bro.
released the dogs and like, yo.
I don't get too.
And
I
God
did some
saved me.
heinous
I wasn't
things
even
back in my
thinking-
day,
Release the
but
dog.
I ain't never released no fucking dogs.
I released the
That's
dogs.
insane.
Yo. I released the dogs and like, yo, like right before they were about to go, like, you know, like
Tear them apart.
my mom just horns and like I'm like, oh shit. I put the dogs back. 'cause-
This guy, you acting like a dictator, bro.
I put the dogs back because like
How
my
much
dogs are
exactly
trained.
did you hate them?
So you say I don't know. I don't know that they're just pissing me off. I just feel like I was idle and like you know what they say. An idle man is the devil's workshop. And
Why
like,
didn't you just
devil
get your
was-
belt and like beat them?
that was and I don't remember what I don't know what came over me. I just remember me
The devil.
releasing the dogs. And my mom
releasing the dogs?
My mom came in and like I was like in the bathroom. I was acting like I was like taking a shit or whatever. And she came into the room, into my bathroom. She's like, "Omoyi, ofek mami." She brought out her belt, the metal part. She used it and she knocked my head. Yo.
What weapons did your parents use to beat?
Belts. I remember me and my
Anything
sister
that
going
was
into
close.
the.
That's fact. I can't like anything.
Anything
was
that
My
was
dad had a special. You know, there's this with the koboko.
Oh, Koboko. He used that on you? Oh my god! What are you doing? Koboko is crazy. Koboko is crazy.
Like 2 or 3 times because most of his punishments were all like the
Like the yoga.
workouts.
The yoga. Pig pin.
Pigpen is bro.
Most of my punishment was this.
Knees
Bro,
and raise
I
up your
remember-
hand.
Yeah.
Raise up your
You're
hands.
holding the books.
Ride a bike. Oh, ride a bike.
Nigga, the poses, bro.
I remember me starting
my
it and being
mom-
like, yo, I could do this for
I remember
forever.
this. I remember my mom. She was cooking stew, and then she was using one of the metal ladles. Oh my days! So she's stirring. I was a dumbass when I was a little
Oh,
kid.
the stirring.
So my mom stirred. So I do something stupid. I can't remember what I did. I just start sprinting because as soon as I get in trouble, I just run. So I
Why you
remember my
running
mom.
to?
She
Why
chased
you
after
running?
me. And I was
you
a
running?
quick
I
little
gotta tell
niggas.
her,
Like
always come back.
I was winning track meets at this time.
you
My
play-
mom chucks it at me. This thing is burning hot. Hits me, snaps on my back. It was mad. God.
Good times. I
Yeah,
remember
at some point, I thought our parents thought we were objects.
No, at a point I used to think that they were just like doing it because like.
Do you remember after you get a beating when you go look out the window
Yeah.
and pray that you had a different family?
Oh yeah,
That look.
so many times.
Nah, I remember.
I would tell myself I'm not gonna talk to my mom
Yeah,
forever.
they-
And then they come, and then they come in
the
there.
car and
Go,
I'll say I want to kill myself. And bro,
I didn't say that.
I didn't get that. I just wanted a different family.
Yo, I remember plotting to run away from home.
Yeah,
I tried running away once.
And my mom would just come in my bedroom and be like, you know, I'm only doing this because I love you.
Then they'll call you come and eat. That's it. Come and eat. That's their
My mom didn't really beat me like that, honestly. Like, my mom would be like, you know, I don't know if that have happened to you. Like, they'll tell me they're coming to beat you when they get home.
Yeah, then they
but then they won't beat you. My mom would always just like,
my mom would beat me. My dad only punishes me.
my dad would
And like
beat the
that's
shit
what I'm saying.
out
You
of
only
me.
you only use that whip like I think like twice.
But Koboko was intense though. Doxa, you must have done something crazy.
I think the worst beating.
That's
was
why I'm
when
saying
I
you
used to
stopped.
fuck-
Now you started giving me punishments.
Oh,
Why?
because you thought it was too much.
Yeah, bro,
Yeah, like-
bro, that's That's
That-
like
I don't know.
horsehair.
Show you know what?
Like hardened horsehair.
You showed
You can.
I'll put it.
I know what it is.
It's like, you know.
Yeah, it's
I remember my
hardened
dad bringing
horsehair,
that
bro.
shit into my house, and my
It's what
my
they use in the military.
They
like
do
in
use
the
it for like
barracks.
thieves
That's
and
what
like
they
you know
use.
they use it
See,
for
the
like
thing is,
not
we
children.
think we're hard done by, but nigga, whatever we got is a lessened version of what our parents got.
Oh,
Yeah, for sure.
100%.
For sure, 100%. What?
Bro,
My dad
in their
told me-
minds, they're going easy, and in our minds, when we have kids, we're gonna think that we're going
Nah,
easy.
I'm
I
gonna
don't
whip
think
my
I don't
kid,
think
bro.
they were going easy, bro.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think they were going easy. I just think that
Their parents went worse.
their parents just didn't have any.
Yeah,
Bro,
but
there was
think
no
about it,
time
in
for
their
anything.
minds, they're toning it down for you because they're not
Yeah.
giving the same shit they were getting. They're giving a lessened version of
but
it.
bear in mind, okay, I can only speak for myself. We're not in the same places
Yeah.
their parents were, so it's not like I was doing enough to be beaten that
Not
much.
much, bro.
Okay.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Like, my dad was
if I
doing
did
some
enough to be beaten that much,
shit.
they would go there.
Yeah, trust
Bro,
me.
my mom, so my uncle when he was younger, he used to sneak out of the house a lot of the time.
Yeah.
And my mom told me the story of, because my mom she was well known like with like military leaders and all of that. So one day he snuck out. She told him don't ride your bike, as in like your motorbike. Uncle snuck out, and when I was living life, he came back because my mom was the one that was like taking care of all her siblings, right? She came back, and then she didn't say anything. She just phoned one of her military friends.
Whoa.
Took him to the barrack, flogged him.
Damn.
He never
I've
touched
heard
him
a
back
lot of
again.
stories like that.
My mom was vicious. My mom was very vicious.
That's insane.
But the day she stopped, I can remember the day she stopped beating me, bro. She was slapping me, and then I just blocked it.
Whoa.
But it wasn't the block that stopped her. It wasn't the block. Because I know I can't push my mama.
Yeah, because the block would make her want to hit you even more.
Bro, I blocked it, and then she stopped, and then I went up to my,
to go
to my
slam
room.
his wall.
I destroyed my wardrobe. I punched up my wardrobe.
How old were you?
She came upstairs. This was like, I think it was like 13. Around 13.
Nigga, well, I was still getting my ass beat at that time.
She came up,
Up
she saw
until
my
18,
wardrobe,
bro.
and she said she's gonna stop. That day, that's the day she stopped. After she saw my wardrobe.
My-
Beats me for destroying my wardrobe. What am I doing?
Have you seen the
for
size of
wardrobe.
two of you? I was playing. Bear in mind, I was playing rugby. I was going to the gym regularly.
Okay, so you were.
Bro, I fucked up my wardrobe, bro. As in, like, it was a wooden wardrobe. It was broken.
You were gymming at 13?
Bro, I was gymming way before then.
Yeah, that's wild, nigga. I didn't touch a weight.
I can't lie. I was playing with my dad's like gym. Like I was playing around in it,
Yeah,
but
you
like
didn't know what you were doing.
they're like
Because I was playing like high level sports at that time.
Yeah.
Nigga, up until 18, bro. Still in.
You getting my shit beat.
Rock.
I think.
Bro, she had to. Because think about it, in her mind, she's a meek woman.
Yeah,
And then, like, a boy that's becoming a man.
yeah.
If one day he forgets his respect for you,
Yeah.
you're finished.
Yeah.
She had to stop, bro.
Yeah.
Do you think you would? Do you think you would? You would?
No, I don't think I can't ever like even the block was only because the slaps
Was
were a
reflex,
lot,
yeah,
bro.
it was-
Okay,
They were low.
so this is a valid.
Yo, your subconscious took over, bro.
Yeah, I had to take a break because
Lie.
at least let me just do a small break, bro.
So this is a valid question, and this is always something I
You validate
remember.
your own question.
So, do you think that parents stop beating their kids when they think that they've reached an age of maturity, or do you think they stop beating their kids especially I'm talking about for fathers when they're beating their sons? Do you think fathers stop beating their sons when that son has reached the point to where nigga, if he gets mad, he can beat his ass?
No.
It depends.
My dad stopped beating me because he felt like I'm old enough to know what's right from wrong and not what not to do. But like when I was younger, I would do some stuff not knowing how I even ended up doing it. Like I would just do it. I wouldn't think. But now it's like if he's still beating me at like what 18, 19, it's like yo.
But I don't think
Because I have quite a
in
few
that
friends.
case, I don't think he was beating you for the sake of beating you. He was beating you out of discipline.
Yeah.
When you're beating for dominance, that can go until the boy shows he's more dominant.
Yeah, because I have quite a few
yeah,
friends that
I
their
guess
parents
so.
stop beating them once they pass their father in size.
I mean, that's
Yeah,
kind
because
of, that's kind of
then
more like
their father's
abuse.
only stopping because of fear. It's
'Cause
not even because
Yeah.
he
And
resides.
that's abuse.
Yeah, exactly. That's
not
when,
discipline.
That's when the line is crossed.
Yeah, most of this shit is abuse, nigga.
My dad sometimes he would only beat me because I told a lie, or
Guys,
A
Because
lot
I
of
got
people would
caught
call
there.
that abuse. That's just normal for us. But the normal person, like the average person, would call that abuse. I promise.
No, but I personally, this is my opinion. Personally, I feel like that's only on this side of the world, because I feel
Fair
like
enough.
it's necessary.
Yeah, it's definitely necessary.
There are many things that are necessary in discipline. There's physical, there's mental, and then I think physical and mental are the forms of discipline that you need. As a human being, you need that, because there's some people that respond to physical, and there's some people that respond.
Okay,
to
but when you're
mental.
getting physical, what are you teaching? Are you teaching that there's
You're
consequences for your
instilling-
actions, or are you teaching to fear my rules?
No, but this is what I'm saying.
Fear the rules of life.
no,
You shouldn't be doing that in
forget
the first
about
place.
forget about all the extra psychological
Bullshit.
things that you're trying to do. I'm just saying, in discipline, there's two things. Both are trying to teach you something. With physical, when you do something wrong, your body feels pain. It tells your brain, this is painful. I don't want this to happen again.
Yeah.
With mental, it's the same thing. It plays with your mind. Your mind says, I don't like this uncomfort. We're not going to do this again, because your body is about preservation. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm not gonna
Pain
do it
is
again
a
and get
signal to
caught.
tell your brain to stop, to tell the rest of your body to stop. You know what I'm saying? Or don't do that action again. So you need those two. When you bring it out of just the basic form of discipline, that's where it comes in with like fear or discipline. Fear or guidance or direction. When you start to think of that, it's now you have to think of what best works with this child. Because a child, you can talk to the child. The child could not listen.
See, every child is different, but
Every
with the
child is
average teenage boy that's raging in hormones, what happens when you bring pain? That brings anger. So that can
but
just have a worse reaction.
It depends
sometimes.
how you introduce the pain.
Yeah.
Because there are parents that are
Like I said, every
there are parents
teenager
that
is
are beating
different.
you. I'm not telling you what you've done wrong. So now,
what
when
you
you're
did wrong.
younger and you can't reason well, you're like, I want to avoid this pain. This action caused me this pain. I'm going to avoid it. When you start to grow to understand stuff, and they're not explaining anything to you, and you have a mind of your own, when they're beating you with no explanation, now you're saying, why are you beating me?
Yeah.
When you start asking why, that's where you can start forming anger. But if she told you, don't touch that pot, and she slaps you, and she tells you, I told you not to touch that pot, bro, why are you angry, bro?
Like
I'm only you yourself, you just know.
you know you did something
fucked up.
wrong. Like every time I was a kid, like I
Nigga, you
knew.
usually knew.
I knew I did
when
something wrong.
you're
Like,
fucking up.
I just got mad that I got
you're
caught.
told.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
You
Like,
know.
I just
You know
know-
you're not supposed to go in there and open
Yeah.
up the cabinets, but you still go open up the cabinets.
Like you know you're not supposed to be drinking out of your dad's red
Exactly.
wine.
Because
and
most
drinking
times,
that.
and most times they would actually say it first, so
I never
we'll
do
still
that.
go and open up the cabinets. They'll say it first. They'll
The
be
fact
like,
that they
"Don't
told
go
me
there."
not to,
Yeah.
just
They'll
wants me.
it's not as if these niggas will just start smacking us and then tell
Yeah,
us.
they told
will
us what
usually-
to do.
They'll
Yeah,
say,
they'll
heed
usually
my
tell us,
warning.
yeah.
They'll don't go
I'm
there.
telling you.
Then
Yeah,
you'll still
yeah,
proceed
yeah,
to
yeah,
go
yeah.
and then expect no repercussions. Come on, bro.
Nah,
Like,
but
you know what I'm saying? It's
Most of
not
the time, I never got in those kind of trouble. Like I got in kind of troubles that they didn't even know it was gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like,
You were just doing
Like,
I was just doing
moment,
nonsense.
random
Like,
shit.
like what I had lesson
But
teachers.
drink
Like,
out your dad.
I had lesson teachers. I would instead of going back to lesson, I would go play soccer or go play, just do some
things they wouldn't
shit.
expect. Yeah.
Bad guy.
Yeah.
Like one time I told my teacher from school, she was like, there was an assignment I was supposed to do and I didn't do it because I was sick that day. And she told me I should go ask for my friends. Right now, a serious student should go ask their friends what they missed. And I was an athlete. Like I was not a serious student in high school. Like I was just like chilling. And she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna tell your dad. I'm gonna tell your parents." And I told her, "Go do whatever you want to do."
Shit.
I literally told her that, and she called my dad, and she told him that. My dad usually comes home. My dad usually comes home later.
The fact that I already know where this is going.
He works late. He came back home 8 p.m. and I was there hoping like, yo, what's wrong? Like, why is he home? He just came to the living room and he just said, I was like, oh, hi, Dad. He said, oh, just tell me what I heard is not true. I said, Dad, let me explain. He said, nope, just tell me what I said is not true. And then he says, explain yourself. So I explained the whole being me sick thing. I didn't say the part of me saying, go do whatever you want to do. And then he said, oh, is that all? I said, yeah. He said, is that all? Then I said, oh, yeah. Then I told her she should go do whatever she wants to do. Bruh.
You beat your ass.
Gang.
He didn't even. The kind of I'm mad when he's so calm and disciplining me. I'm okay when he's like, you know, rash and like just beating my shit. But like when he's actually calm and he has time to
This
walk.
is scarier, bro.
And he has
The
time to
average
walk in
person
his
would
room.
call us demented.
Oh my god!
Bro, what's see different? It's neat. See, it's,
Like, I
it's
think-
needed, bro. Is
What
I
are
don't
you
think
saying
it is
right now?
needed, bro.
I think there's alternative measures. You
Yeah,
can take.
every kid is different.
They're different measures.
They're different measures, but that's
But
just what
you need
they're
to try
used to.
everything
Like
to
you need
know
to try
what
everything.
works.
Like they seized my PS2.
You don't yeah.
They will seize my PSP. Like that one would hurt me even more.
It's
than
kind of like the
really,
nature over nurture thing. Like you can nurture them into what they need.
Yeah, but I mean, this is hypothetical because look at our counterparts, our racial counterparts.
Because you started
Most of
from
them
when
have
they're
been
little
nurtured,
kids.
but look at most of them.
Like they talk back at their parents, and that's
Bro.
something I could never do.
And that's because it wasn't corrected at a young age. It's
Yeah,
been
but
building
this
up.
is what I'm saying.
Nah,
Every-
no,
everything-
what?
hold
They
on.
could have corrected
This
them,
is
but
what I'm saying.
still.
Everything you do needs to be backed up with like information around it. Whether you're beating or whether you're talking to, it needs to be backed up with information around it. When we just say, "Oh, beating shouldn't be a thing," and you should just talk to your child. If we're gonna just settle on the basis of that, look at our racial counterparts.
Like I feel like Doxa. I
You
feel
know what I'm
like
saying?
you
Like-
have this type of opinion because when it comes to the beating, you had a good experience.
Yeah, I
like
know.
your parents were better than most.
Yeah.
A lot of kids didn't have what you had.
Yeah, but that's why I explain.
But I feel like
anytime
most- I feel like
anytime
most
I say-
Nigerian
anytime I
families-
say beating should be. I always say it needs to be accompanied by explanation. I'm
Yeah.
not going to just say, "Oh, beating is better than
Yeah.
talking to or nurturing."
Like
Yeah.
not,
I also got nurturing as well. I got both. I got everything.
I got like in like proper Nigerian homes, like Christian, Muslim, like proper homes, like not the abuse you see on TV where like the dad just comes home drunk and like
Yeah.
he sees the daughter or the son just chilling and he's like
Just
he
starts
just starts
beating
beating
him
him for no
Yeah.
reason. Like my parents would never do that. Like
yeah.
And I think that's why everyone always goes to the extremes. When we talk
Yeah,
about
when you
these
hear
Yeah,
about
like-
getting spanked.
like getting spanked, like you know you did something wrong.
You getting your ass beat, nigga.
Like, I rather
your
get
shit
slapped.
folded, nigga. You get dragged by the
Like
dragged by the
spanking is
fucking-
nothing to what my parents were doing to me.
Yo,
bro.
I
Like,
can't lie. Wow. You know what used to, nigga. You know when you were outside and you fuck up, like you're at like a family friend's house, and you know
bro,
you just
you
fuck
know
up.
when you're getting
Yes,
home.
and they look at you. Oh my! You just know, and because
just
now
know
it's
you're
like
about to
the
get
anticipation.
home.
You're just in the.
You're not even- you're not
driving
there
home.
anymore.
No, you're driving home, and your parents are silent. Oh my god,
Bro, you're not
your spirit
from the party that you're at. You're not hungry anymore. You don't want to eat. You can't. You're trying to give you food. You don't even want it because you know
you've lost appetite.
Your stomach. Your stomach.
It's COVID pop.
bro. Oh my god.
What's it called?
Oh
There
my
was this
God.
neighbor. There was this neighbor when I was younger. This white kid. He came over to my house, and this kid was being. Well, we were both being rough, but he broke my mom's vase. His mom was at the house. I was like, "Bet, nigga!" I go sprinting over to his mom. I was like, "Mom."
You were terrible.
To both moms. I was like, "He broke the vase. He broke the vase." Nigga, his mom comes over. And he's crying, he's bawling his eyes out. His mom picks him up. It's okay. I looked at my mom. I said, "What?" I was so confused. I was like, "Nigga, if that was me, I'm getting my shit rocked, bro." Like, what?
This guy that went to report case.
Nigga, I wanted to get the same treatment I get, nigga.
Bro, like
It wasn't
when
fair,
I
bro.
had that same encounter, but like my friend came over and then he broke my dad's something glassy and that was important. And I got beat for it. Like it was not about.
Yeah.
It wasn't about he did it. About like why were you taking your friend there in my house?
It's your fault.
In the whole house, you decided to go there. And the thing is, his mom also beat him up, but like I also got beat up for it. And it was like those kind of beating is like
the same, bro. Y'all
those
days
days.
got beat.
Those days is like I don't like if I would be crying because like if I know I did something wrong I wouldn't cry, but like if they beat me and I know I don't deserve this, I'm weeping. I'm like, yo.
You have siblings, right?
Yeah.
Did you used to snitch?
Yeah.
So they could get beat?
Yeah, and then
That's insane.
every time I was in trouble,
That nigga was white. I didn't give a fuck.
every time I was in trouble about something, I would try and like snitch
them
about
in-
my
get them in
sister, so
trouble.
it's not just me. And my dad would just totally just ignore whatever I said and would beat me.
Brothers have a code, but the sisters will snitch on you.
My sister wouldn't snitch on me though.
I used to snitch on both them niggas.
I used to snitch on both.
To get-
My brother was
yeah,
younger, so he didn't really
My
get
sister
his
used to
ass beat
snitch
as
on
much as me and my
Yeah, that's
sister.
how it be.
Yeah.
The youngest ones don't get
Like
as
one
much.
time, my mom was beating my brother, and he was literally licking ice cream. Like while he was getting beat. Like he didn't get like the intense.
He didn't get the
beating.
blood of it.
He didn't get waking up in the middle of the night.
Imagine being a parent. You're wasting all your energy. You're watching. Bro, I'm slapping you with all vigor.
He was young.
And you're licking ice cream. But
that's something. They weren't beating him as much as they were beating us.
Bro, imagine, bro. Did you ever get when they'll beat you, you'll cry, and then they're beating you to stop crying?
Yeah.
Guy.
Why are you crying?
Why are you crying? Stop crying.
They beat me so bad. They beat me so bad. My hand. This is the worst I ever beat. My hand couldn't do anything.
Yo, the kneeling down with your hands up is so simple.
I'd rather kneel down and raise my hands up than get.
The thing is, once you start moving, you start reacting.
Then they
Shaking, they'll beat you.
They'll beat you, and you have to stay there even longer.
No, my mom actually got creative.
That's what they call yoga now.
Like, bro, on some shit where I feel like the police might pull up to her house right now. Nigga, I remember if I would say a bad word, my mom would get the spiciest hot sauce in our house and would dump it down my throat.
Whoa.
Like that, I was like,
but that's
now that I think about it, I was like,
discipline.
it's kind of fucked up.
Like, yeah.
My mom told me that I think one of her sisters they did something fucked up. And she brought Atatte and she put it in her eyes.
In her eyes.
That's insane.
That's insane. That's insane. Like the worst food. Like my dad had this thing called Somalia Day.
Somalia Day.
Like there was this whole thing with like in Somalia where like they were getting no food. They had something going on, right? So if you don't finish the food that
they had something going on, starvation.
Yeah, they had something going on. Like at that time, I didn't know what it was. We just call it a Somalia Day. Like if you don't eat or finish the food, like if my mom makes food and like you don't eat it, then you don't eat for the next like.
Oh yeah, I remember those ones. When you didn't want to eat what was made. Oh,
did your parents ever take away your meals when you got in trouble?
No, my
you're not eating dinner.
Only if I didn't eat the lunch.
Rubbish.
Like, I think of those days when I would eat and then like they would only give me like one chicken or like one beef, and like it was only my dad that would be getting like like 6 in one bowl, and he would just be peeking. I'm like, Dad, why do you get to have 6 and I only have 1? It's like, all right, you pay the bills, son.
Oh, I remember I used to question why my dad got to get so much food. Way much more than me. I was like,
Dad's always had more. Bro.
5 meats,
5 with like
huge plates of rice,
bro. He would have like this. It would be a serving table in the middle, and then he would have his own little serving thing by his side, and then he wouldn't eat from the group. He'd eat from his own.
Bro. An African dad. Shit.
There's this joke about like this like a family. They're like, oh, what phone do you have? He's like an iPhone, and then he has iPhone 3, iPhone 7, whatever, and then they go to the dad. And he's like, I paid. This is crazy. Bro. Dads in Nigeria, that's how like
they'll have like 3 phones for what,
bro, and they will always have credits. I don't know if you ever like was in Nigeria. Like credit was actually a struggle. Like now in Canada, you can call unlimited. Like if you call, they have this thing where like it takes money out. So if you make a call for like 2 minutes, airtime, you have to like. Man, the struggle was real. The struggle was real. I remember me staying after 12 midnight just because like the Wi-Fi would go to
why
unlimited.
Why you staying after 12 midnight?
No, because like the unlimited like Wi-Fi starts at 12 midnight. For like Spectra nets. What am I doing at 12 midnight?
I don't know. You tell us. What you doing at 12
Nothing. Like playing video games when my parents are asleep, so I don't get disturbed. Because if my mom sees me playing video games, she will think of something for me to do, and it doesn't make any sense. Like I've done everything in the house, but like I start playing video games and like, oh, Atatte, have you done this?
Guy, honestly, the whole day. You
didn't hit me up. I just decided to sit down and play video games.
I was sitting down.
You didn't tell me to do nothing.
You didn't say anything.
But now I'm playing FIFA.
I just touched the pad.
Go and do this.
God, didn't I tell you guys? Guy.
My dad used to have some crazy
The worst beating you
punishments.
ever got. What did you do? What did you do to get that beating?
Bro, I see. I had a lot of punishments.
I think it had something to do with grades.
I used to break a lot of school. I used to break a lot of
My
shit.
dad wouldn't beat me for grades. He would have a talk.
See, the
with me.
weirdest thing about mine is mine wasn't even
Punished,
that serious.
yeah.
It was just
Grounded.
a build up. That nigga was just tired of me.
Who?
Because I remember my dad. Yeah, I remember we were just at the kitchen table. And my sister was pissing me off. I was like, shut up, bro. You beat the shit out of me.
You told your sister to shut up? Was
Yes.
Younger or older?
I just said shut up.
And she's older.
She just, oh god,
I
that was the worst one I've ever got in my life.
My sister, bro, me and my sister were like, we used to fight. Like my sister would, after a particular time when I got like bigger than her, like she would always like, if we fight, she'd find something in the house that was like a long stick or something, and she would chase me around, just trying to like beat the hell out of me. Like it was crazy.
No, but I swear, where the relationship really builds with your mom. Did you guys ever have your mom that there were certain things she keep from your dad?
I wouldn't say keep, but like
I know what you mean.
I had that happen. I think my mom kept like one or two
yeah.
things from my dad. Like I remember in grade 8, I was doing really bad in math. I got like a 60, and then I remember she's just looking at my report card. We're in my room, and my dad walks in. He's like, "What is that?" My mom's like, "Run." I just ran.
60, and you're getting beat for getting a 60 in math.
God.
Isn't 60 like a C?
No, nigga.
It is a C, but nigga, back then you didn't go by A, B, and C. You just went by
like the grades.
Yeah, actual.
It's not good.
60 is
wasn't
not
good,
90%, bro.
Yeah,
That's what they care.
yeah,
about.
bro. It's
Bro,
not, it ain't anywhere near.
My
good.
parents understood that there was only some subjects I was good at. Like I wasn't good at every subject. Like as long as I'm getting like my A+ in my business studies, econ,
As
like
long-
English,
nigga, that's
literature.
very good grades.
literature.
Like,
I'm getting A+. I'm getting like I'm taking awards for that. Like you're gonna overlook when I get like a 68 in math. Like
Nah, bro.
my dad was a math.
I don't think so, bro.
For me, is
They're gonna
A,
focus on the bad part.
Yeah, A plus, and then occasionally they'll accept B. Why? Do these people have two heads?
Yeah, that was we heard that a lot going
Oh
on.
my
Two
God.
heads, you know.
Right.
Like what?
No, but maths was my dad's thing, man.
Yeah, my
we
dad
did
was.
maths,
My dad was.
what I
a
didn't
math.
understand is if I didn't know an answer, shouting at me or beating me is not gonna get.
Oh
it out.
God, I hated doing
It's
that.
not gonna get the answer. It's not just gonna magically inform.
It's gonna
the
even
answer,
put me
bro.
under
Nigga
pressure.
was a fucking mathematician. He understood it all. Yeah, bro.
I don't get about that. Like, why are just
I
like a
hated
lot of
that
people's
shit.
dads just like great at math? Like my dad is literally like a genius in math. Like it's
You
like
just
why
say
did
he's an
that?
engineer
I swear
now.
every dad
Like,
is
why did that
fucking
pass
good at
on to
math,
me?
bro. This shit's annoying.
Like where
was getting mad.
Like isn't math supposed to be in the gene? Like where's the math? Like where's math in my
Bro,
brain?
I
Like,
swear, I hate math.
I think the
I
worst.
hate math
No,
so much.
I was very good at maths. I was very good at maths.
I think our worst phase was when I think in like grade 4 when they introduced long division. That was
Oh my goodness.
that was it for you.
that one was it was rough.
Mine
for
was
us. It a
quantitative
rough
like
patch.
reasoning. There's this book called Quantitative Reasoning. Like it would just be a lot of like math like tricks and like not tricks but like it was tricks to me because
No, I get what you mean.
I didn't know what to do.
This is so foreign to me. I was actually very good at maths.
Yeah, like you
Balls.
can't really like chemistry, biology, physics, econ, business studies, literature. Like
I think my worst subject was
Everything but-
always
everything
it was always
but math.
English.
Yeah,
My grammar was trash.
Really? English was my
English.
best.
No, but the
subject.
thing is like
Math was
because
what- that shit
I was
fucked me up.
creative through other means. So like when it comes to like okay, cool, we have a poetry competition. I'll get
Okay.
put in national competitions. When it comes to like English class, like bro, I can't be able to read all this shit.
Nah, don't get it
bro.
twisted. Like
What?
my creative writing, like I get like 100 on that. But then they'd be like, "Yo, your grammar sucks." When it came to like the there's, the to, bro, I did not pay attention.
word.
Like back in grade 1, from like the building blocks, I did not pay attention.
Nah, I just
get that shit
building
wrong.
blocks. Like the ones.
Nigga, that's when they like taught you that shit in like grade 1, grade 2.
Like grammar,
Nah,
like
I
the
just-
grammar.
I don't remember.
punctuation.
I don't remember how I
just
learned
hated-
how to like. I just feel like I've always known how to like speak English and write English.
I just hated reading. That was my only thing. I hated reading.
Yeah, reading
That was the only
was-
part of English that I didn't like.
Science
But
always
then,
came really
funny
easy
enough,
to
I
me.
started to do
no, baby.
other languages and maths were my thing.
French.
Those were like easy. Right.
French. We
Easy
did
stuff,
French
man.
literally every grade, and I still can't speak it.
Damn,
It's
that was
crazy.
me too. I did it up until grade 9.
I did it
I
up
say
to
in
grade
like
12.
for the next year on, I could understand, but then yeah, it just went away.
You don't understand anymore?
Now I understand.
I guess
I
I
can
can
pick up
understand.
like conversations, like when you and James used to talk. I could understand like a little bit. It mainly when he would speak it because it was so bootleg. But like I can understand when he was talking, but when someone like Marcus talks, I can't understand.
Bonjour. Ça va?
Really, nigga.
I could actually
What's
speak.
up, bonjour?
I used to write essays in French. I used to write essays in French. Like it was. I went to a
Used
French.
when, like, what?
Like
You know
I
what's
went
weird?
to a French school.
I know some people that can write, like my grandfather and his brother. They could read and write in French, but they couldn't speak.
Yeah, I could read French.
That
for
doesn't make
sure.
any sense.
Like,
How
bring
can you
French, I'll
write
read
in
it
a
right now.
language Like you can write fluently in the language, but you can't speak it.
Because
That makes sense.
there's my one of my language teachers taught me. So there's the way language works is there's a triangle, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there's what you need to say. No, sorry. There's what you need to say, and then there's what you're going to say. So what you think about saying, and then what you actually say, right? When you're learning, language,
I was looking at your phone, man. I'm looking at Doxa.
I don't think you saw what was on his phone.
when you're reading and writing, it's easy to go from there to there.
Yeah, it is.
Because
You're seeing.
But when you're speaking, you have to go from here to the cloud to understand and find the words and match everything to there. That's when you're learning. When you're fluent, you can literally go back and forth. Yeah. So that's why like a lot of people can read, right? But when it comes to speaking, because you have to think and then you have to process to say, right?
So you guys can speak
like grammatical like elements.
You
That's
guys
why a lot of people don't like Latin or German, because to say, let's say like you're gonna say like I came into this room because I wanted to drink water. You say I came into this room because I drink wanted.
Yeah.
So in your mind, you'll play this gymnastics, like mental gymnastics.
I've had this conversation with other people that are bilingual, but anyway, are you guys bilingual in any other languages?
Not fully bilingual, but I can speak German.
I can speak other languages.
Okay, so when you start speaking German, do you convert every word from English to German, or you just start thinking in German? Like how?
Sometimes I know German. Like if I'm for like most of the words that I already know, I can see. Let's say I can see a pen. Visually, I'm seeing the object. I'm thinking of the word
in German.
I can see a chair, and I'm thinking, but that's because I've had a lot of practice, and I've instilled myself into the culture and the language for a while enough to be able to recognize things as the words themselves. So it's almost like learning English. Like from a baby, you see something and you think this is the word for it, rather than thinking, okay, this is the English word. What's the German word or what's the French word? You get what I'm saying? So that's where you go from like the cloud to now skipping the cloud and going straight to translation.
What about you two? Can you two speak any other language?
Pidgin.
Yeah.
I can speak Yoruba. I can speak French a bit.
You speak Yoruba?
Yeah.
It turned into you couldn't speak any. Now you can speak 3.
Huh?
When did you say you can speak Yoruba?
I can speak Yoruba.
No, he
What do
said
you
at the
mean?
beginning of the show.
Just speak to me.
I can't speak.
You can't speak?
No,
Alright, well then don't talk to me then.
Wait. So when you start speaking Yoruba, are you thinking in that, or like how does it work for you?
It just happens.
You have to translate.
I don't have to translate it. I just know what it is. Like I just
So you start thinking
it's
in
like speaking English.
You can speak it fluently.
Like not really, but
Exactly.
What the fuck
are you saying?
That's what I'm saying. Do I see it? But I can speak it. I'm more to fluent
intermediate level
than like to.
Can you
basic.
speak it?
You understand
Can you speak it fluently?
You can speak broken.
I can speak broken very fluently.
Yeah. Like no broken Yoruba. I'm not saying
I can speak
broken
broken very
Yoruba.
fluently.
You can. That's
broken English.
Because for example, you know certain phrases to say in certain
Yeah.
Like,
But
if you want me to just start tearing some Yoruba in this podcast,
if you wanted to translate certain things,
that's what I want to
think
do.
about it.
It's interesting for me because like I grew up here, but I understand Yoruba
because your parents are always gonna be.
I understand it fully, but I cannot speak a lick of it.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing we're talking about.
Because you don't.
Like, how does that work?
You don't put
It's
effort. You have to
practice,
actually
bro.
have to be.
It's
Yeah.
practice. So
You have
for
to be
example,
intentional.
Like in the gym, if someone tells you, okay, cool, I want to lift 100 kg, and from what you've seen that someone has to lift 10, someone has to lift 20, 30, 40 before they get to 100. Or you know that you have to lift 40, and then you have to lift 60. You have to do like progressive overload, 60, then 40, then 70, 60. Do you get what I'm saying? You know that. If someone asks you, how do I lift 100 kg? You can say it. But when it now comes to you doing it, you might not be able to do it. It takes practice. It takes for you to actually do these things in order to lift 100. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. You have to relate. Again, everything in life is just a mirror of each other. Like I can literally explain this to you with my cooking food analogies. Like everything in life is reciprocal. Everything in life is replicated in some manner. The same with languages. Like in order to be fluent in a language, you need to be so versed in the language that you see things in that language.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So it's more than just learn phrases. It's now you just understand.
Like
the
sometimes
world
you could
in
even
that
just
language.
like say to yourself like, okay, I'm just gonna be speaking this language. Everything I say, I'm gonna be speaking this. Like That was what we used to do in my French school. Like every Tuesday, it was if you can't speak French at all, like you can't talk, or else you'll get in trouble.
Yeah.
And it really helps some people, but it didn't help
Your
me.
brain is a muscle, man.
Yeah.
Your brain is a muscle.
Very interesting.
Bro, how do you learn to spit game, bro? It's
Like,
so
how do you learn to
muscle,
speak game?
Practice, nigga.
Exactly.
Trial and error.
Exactly.
Trial and error. For real. But yeah, in terms of my French, I learned French up until I went to like a French school, right? So
immersion?
all the teachers were from Europe.
Was this in Canada?
Yeah, this was in Calgary. I went to
okay.
Lycée Louis Pasteur. That was
Mad.
in school.
Give us Southern tongue.
Yeah. Look at that.
It's giving a little stacks.
Yeah, you're so sick. But I went to that school, lycée, and all the teachers, the principal, they were all from Europe. Like they all spoke really good
Like
French.
Parisian French?
Yeah, proper
Oh,
French.
okay.
Like French.
So all the classes, history, math. Then we had an English class that was separate. But I think I stopped in like grade 8. So my French kind of fell off. Like my accent is not as good, but I understand the language very well. Again, my speaking is not as good as it used to be. But I can speak, I can read very well. I understand the language. I can be around people that speak Parisian French and I understand what they're saying.
So do you feel like because you can understand Yoruba, do you feel like it'd be a lot easier for you to learn the language than for somebody that can't understand at all?
Sure. I mean,
Like, do you think it'd be easier for you to pick it up?
yeah.
Yeah, because like even like
Actually, to an extent,
To an extent, no.
Because
It's also better to learn something when you don't know anything at all.
you can be complacent to certain things.
Yeah.
So it's the same when you get a lot of like Europeans that are able to speak and write better English than English native speakers, because you fall into like colloquial language. You fall into like you just get lazy with your language just because you know it, right? Whereas like these people that have learned the language, everything they say is grammatically correct. For the most part, most of these Germans are correcting you. Most of the Spanish, French that come to England, they're correcting you because they've learned the language. Do you get?
very interesting stuff, man. I always used to wonder. I was like, man, how come I understand my native language so bro? I don't need to think about what's being said. I understand it like this, right? But I cannot speak a lick. The only thing I can do is like you said, like because I've heard it so much, I can like say like phrases and stuff but I'd have to translate it in my head first from English. I understand.
Because if I feel like can you translate word for word what they're saying?
You probably can, yeah.
Yeah, I can, in Yoruba.
Yeah, as in like
because it's not the exact same.
Exactly,
yeah, I know what you mean.
Like you're learning what surrounds what they're saying.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know roughly what they're saying.
Yeah.
You can understand it.
Yeah.
You know, you can't translate word for word.
Word for word.
Yoruba
Yeah,
is very complex.
They say sometimes I'll ask they'll say something in Yoruba and I'm like, can you say that in English like exactly like word for word? And like I can't really explain it in English because it's not.
There's some words that
You can't explain it in English. It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense.
And also what they're saying, like it's like when you're insulting someone in Yoruba as opposed to insulting someone in English. It's not the same thing.
It's not the same thing.
Bro,
You know what
it's like even little phrases like je ne sais quoi. That if you translate it literally, I don't know what.
Yeah, it's
So
not.
when you explain, but like to an extent, you can through the literal translation, you can understand why that phrase is used.
Yeah,
but it doesn't make
sense in the other language.
Yeah, because you're like, this food is so good.
Yeah,
je ne sais quoi, but you're saying this food is so good, I don't know what. Essentially, you're saying like, I don't know what's so good about it.
Yeah,
but that's a completely different.
Yeah.
No, it's like even bro, it's raining cats and dogs. You can't translate that into any other language.
Yeah, exactly.
You have to say something else.
Yeah.
You know,
very interesting. Language is very interesting, man.
Yeah, bro, that's crazy.
language is lovely, man.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, this guy has a passion for languages, yo.
It's lovely.
I don't even know why you took it in school.
Once I took Latin, I could do anything. I want to learn Spanish though, bro. A black man speaking Spanish.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh my god!
Shut up.
Okay.
A black man speaking
You
Spanish?
said this shit.
Dangerous.
Speak Spanish right now.
What do you want me
Why
to
do
say?
people say that? If
Bro,
you
say
could speak
anything.
Spanish, you
You'll
wouldn't
just
have to
say.
say what do you want.
You can even say.
You'll see that in the language.
Don't we repeat it back to you? What you're saying?
Just be saying everything you're saying in Spanish.
Somebody that's fluent doesn't need to be asked, what do you want to know?
That's
What else do you want?
You literally didn't hear.
You don't speak
anything I just
Spanish.
said.
What else do you want?
Just because you go to La Roca doesn't mean you speak Spanish.
I watch Narcos, buddy.
Like, and that too.
That's what in the community.
Nigga said just because you go to
It's the La Roca,
So La Roca, summer is coming up. What's your plans, Sheree?
Home.
Wait. Do you want to go there?
What's your plans, Doxa? What's your plans, Sheree? I'm asking everyone.
I'm working this
One,
summer.
Tati,
Man.
have a
What are you working on?
Life,
Working on. What are you working on?
school,
Bitches.
work, and my business, man. That's it.
Yeah.
Unlike
so
you,
you're
buddy.
working
On
on
the.
Yeah, I know the brand. Unlike you, buddy. You know you have.
I'm
big
gonna be
plans.
working.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
gonna be working. Yeah.
Working where?
I'm about to lock in
In
this
Caravana?
job.
Working at
Nah.
Caravana?
I'm gonna see you there. I saw you there last year, didn't I?
Wow.
No, you didn't see me there.
I saw you.
Working it. What are you working
But
at
these are
in Toronto?
vacations. Like I'm gonna be working. I'm gonna be doing a lot of,
in Toronto.
No, he said I was gonna go to Toronto. Like I'm gonna be doing a lot of work in Winnipeg. You know,
Oh, yeah?
I'm trying to get this city.
Jumping.
Oh,
Yeah,
wait, so you're not
for
talking
fun.
about actual job. You're talking
Oh, I mean,
about...
I have my job that I'm gonna be
Okay.
doing, but apart from that, like I want to be, hosting about a lot of events.
Shady baby.
Area boy.
Dropping music,
Yeah,
working on
sing some
myself,
bars,
getting
sing some
closer to
bars.
God.
Nah, in the same sentence. Amen.
Summer isn't
Strong,
really
brother. Strong.
like it's such a new. Like I only just understood this whole summer thing because like back home, it's always summer. Like summer is every time. Summer now is everyone's talking about like no school, right? And like no like good weather. Back home, I would go for summer school and it would be good weather. So there was no like free time really. And summer we'd like travel. Like that was the
Summer
only
year
part of
is a vibe.
summer.
It's a time to, well, not when you're a university student. You're usually having to work to pay for your next year. But if you're an international,
Yeah, true.
it's good times. and have
It's
fun.
good times for international students. I won't lie. Like I have a lot of friends that like the Canadians that pay their school fees and they're working the whole of the summer, and it's insane. I can't.
But even when you're working the whole of the summer, it still feels somewhat relaxed.
yeah, because it's nice out.
It's
Yeah, because
nice
the days are
out,
longer,
it's-
right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
once
Like
you're done
Winnipeg-
work,
Winnipeg-
Like the day still
winter
feels relaxed.
intense.
The summer activities you can do, like go to the beach, stuff like
I
that.
don't like going to the
I
beach.
I don't. Like
I
what-
don't
Like,
see
don't
the
get
point.
twisted. The beaches
I
in
don't see the
Manitoba.
point.
I don't see the point of going to
Don't
the
get
beach.
twisted.
It's so messy.
It's because you haven't gone to a beach in the Caribbean. It will actually change your mindset when you see
No,
the crystal blue
Because the
water.
thing is, like when you like,
I don't care about
because
that.
when you go
Yeah, you do.
when you go to the beach,
I can
there,
swim. I literally
When you
had
know you
swimming
can.
competition.
When
Like
you
that's
go to
such a
the beach,
stereotype
there,
because I'm
there's
black.
a
I
lot
can't
more to
swim.
do.
Yeah, because you're Nigerian.
There's a lot more to do when you go to the beach, like in these tropical places. Like
Yeah.
there's food,
There's
there's,
bitches.
do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's actual things going on. Whereas
you
here,
doing that?
what are you gonna do? You're just gonna sit on sand.
It's insane.
Because this all these hype. Let's go to the beach.
They only like going to
We
the
don't
beach
go. All we do is just sit down in sand and
just
then
to get that
play.
tan. Like a lot of these white girls like they like just going to the beach to get
White
tan.
girls? I wasn't
yeah?
talking about white
You with
Some
nobody?
niggas, some of these
They're
white girls
like-
need tans. Though.
Like they always go to get just stay naked on the beach.
Yeah.
You are not complaining.
Bro, I don't care for the beach. Like if you know me, I'm
They're
not
already black.
the kind of
You don't need to
outdoors.
go.
The kind of outdoor activities I like are like theme parks, like Wonderland. Like
Black
Disney
people
World.
have
Parks.
we have no business at the beach. If you go to the Caribbean, you will not see any of the locals at the beach.
So who do you
Niggas,
see?
the tourists.
That's the tourists.
Bro, we're already
That's what I'm
black
saying.
as shit. We
Bro,
don't need to be
I
there.
don't-
It's also because you live there, nigga.
Bro, I don't need the beach, bro.
I don't need the beach,
I
like-
dislike the
Oh,
beach.
yeah? What
The
do you
only-
need?
The only reason I
spot
go
it?
to the beach is like if I'm going to play
Massage?
games, massage
Some
on the
chocolate?
beach. What the hell?
Looking at
God.
it. What do you need
Strawberries,
instead?
whipped cream,
Strawberries,
and
whipped
hot
cream,
oil.
hot oil, honey. Don't forget honey.
What?
Hot oil,
That's- yeah, that's what dog- yeah, you know what I'm saying?
melted the oil, you know.
A little trip to Thermia, looking ass.
That was a
What's
movie.
happening?
Thermia is a good place to go.
See, you're talking about them here. What about this guy that goes like
That's it,
almost
Philly?
weekly?
Nah, that's not true.
This guy has a membership. He has a membership.
That's not
They
true.
know his name.
That's
Who you
Atatte.
talking about?
Atatte.
For where?
Thermia.
Thermia.
Oh, Thermia. I never.
That's-
Like it's kind of sentimental for
See,
me. Like
bitch.
everyone just
Go take you there.
you look
Are
at
you
me.
listening to this?
Oh, yeah.
What did you say? Sentimental.
Yeah, it's like it's not just
Oh,
because
yeah.
I want to go. Like
No,
it's
I
like
haven't.
when during COVID, that was like the place. Like me and my boys, like we always like that was the
That's
only.
so. God.
Like I don't care whatever you want to call it, but like that's
call it
where we used,
homosexual,
that's where we
nigga.
used to that's where we used to like spend time and just like chill because like nowhere else
Make
was
out
open.
Are you sure?
But
it's
buddies?
just you and your boys, or do you
Like I've taken girls there before. Like, but it's like
Okay.
Nigga, unless
But
you
like,
want to put a ring on her
most of
finger,
the
don't
time-
be taking her there.
most
What
of the
fuck,
time-
are we justice?
like most of the
Go on,
time
bro.
I'm going to Thermia. It's like either with my friends. Like I haven't.
Or with a babe, you can say
No,
that.
I haven't taken a girl that I'm like.
But you've taken girls there.
What's your drop a rack?
Like I'm taking friends. I'm taking friends to Thermia. But most of the time I post on my story is because I'm there with me and my friends. I'm not gonna post if I go with the girl because if she posts too, like, you know, I'm about to be like, they're gonna know like, oh, she went with me. You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna post anything, but like if I post, it's because I'm there with my boys and I'm always there with my boys. You know?
Wait, you guys always go to Thermia?
Like most, like if you know my story, you know that we go there. Like we go there a lot.
Isaac is insecure in his masculinity.
Like if you wanna go, let's go. I'll take you there.
I just don't want to get massages with my nigga when we're naked.
You don't get massages. Like you don't have to get
Bro,
massages.
why are you gonna be? You're not in the same room.
Thermia.
Nigga, you're
not in the same room where
undressing
you get
yourself, you're getting
massage.
into
Most of- like,
robes, you're
massages
walking
are
in
too
pools
expensive.
together. That is couples activities. I'm sorry.
Yeah?
I'm sorry, like you can't chill
Don't
and
listen
kicking
to-
back
don't
with your
listen to
boys. Like I'm sorry, like me and my boys, we always kicking it.
When you
bro.
say chill in the bath with your boys?
like, I didn't say that. Like shut
Don't
up.
listen to
Like,
that. Don't
shut
give
up.
in to this guy. Bro.
I didn't say that, yo. Like kick it, like just chill. Talk about like your goals. Like me, like Far South, we go like there to talk about like what we're trying to do. Like these like 5 months from now. Like what do you like? Social media, like
So what made you
performances,
come up with the
like
name?
parties.
What made you come up with the name Far South?
I didn't come up with it, but like most, it was
You
Bridgeboy.
just shift blame like this.
No, I didn't.
You're
I don't know.
unit
How,
now.
like I got signed. Like I'm not. Like I'm.
Oh, yeah?
What a
like,
guy.
like I met like
Real
Bridgeboy. Like Bridgeboy is Dante. Like he's the one that makes the music. So him, Isaac, and FY, like they
Yeah, I be going.
they
crazy,
started
man.
they started the whole Far South thing, and
Don't
then
ever make music.
I just made music with Dante a bunch, and then he
Show
just
what's
said,
up.
you know what, like you're good, like join in. But like I'm not. I wasn't the founding, you know, but I repped them though. Like that's my label, you know what I mean? Far South
Yeah.
Records. But also because we all lived in the South, but you know, now
It's a hard name.
South of Winnipeg or Nigeria?
south of Winnipeg,
Mm.
like Bridgewater, South Point, South Side.
Yeah.
But now we're up in Tuxedo, you know what I'm
Bad boys.
saying?
It's a hard name. I
Yeah,
can't
we
lie.
in Tuxedo
Far
now.
South?
Dog. So this is the
Far South
big boy
Records
place.
and stuff.
Like Tuxedo, like listen to that name, Tuxedo. Come on,
Come on,
it's so like
Is this considered tuxedo?
yeah, it's just Tuxedo. What do you mean? It's called Tuxedo
Look, you can see
Industrial.
You can see the hype
No.
was. I just live in the area.
He was
that
one of the
I
first
live
people that moved here. Like, he was the big boy. Like, yo, like when he moved here,
in. No.
I was looking at him
Why
like,
do you
yo, how
just
much are you
display
paying?
my address like this?
Yo, Doxa.
I guess they all know where he lives now.
I didn't say the address. It's Tuxedo. Like, I didn't say
That was
the
a very
address.
narrowed down.
Didn't you say tux? You said
Tuxedo is
the.
like this whole.
Is the
like,
area.
it's the whole
Oh, I thought you
area.
said the rental unit.
Have you ever been to that road right there where they have those like big
Those
ass
big
houses? It's
Yeah.
insane.
I believe this.
Oh, she owns her house there.
houses.
Damn,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The fuck off mansion.
bro, like it's insane. The way I saw, like the cab was taking me to some weird route. I'm like, yo, like these houses are looking mad. Like
Bagging.
what?
But even Wellington Crescent as well.
Wellington's
And then
nice.
there's
Sage Creek,
Another area in Wellington as well. That bro, some of the houses there look like
Wellington, like
robots.
downtown?
Yeah.
No, I don't.
like the
I
one
don't
with
think
No,
Wellington's
it's not
downtown.
directly
I think it's like
downtown,
farther
but
north
it's
a little bit.
Yeah.
like Sage Creek. There's some
The
nice
north
ass
end-
houses in Bridgewater.
The north
too.
end actually has they have some pretty big. They have some rich areas over there. Some big houses.
Yeah.
Low-key, I always think about like what it would be like if my parents were actually like living here, cause like I look at all like their siblings, they all moved here. Like my dad's brothers are all here. Like one of them is in Sarnia, Windsor, and like they're all they're doing good for themselves and they're making money in Canadian dollars. You know, like my dad is making money in
Jesus, what are you saying about Naira? bro?
Naira. You know what's
Shit.
up with Naira? Come on, like.
It's nothing. It's dirt.
Like literally, like it was so bad. Like I traveled to the States in
Fucking
2015, and $1 was 170 naira, and that was considered bad because before, like when my dad was
Is it
in
like
like uni.
270 now?
Now what?
No,
Now
it's
it's like
500.
500. It's
Can you
insane.
imagine?
It's almost
It's
600.
572.
Oh fuck.
There was a time where a pound was two
Only
naira.
gonna get worse.
A pound was 2 naira. That was
y'all
insane.
ain't
Like
never going back to
Nigerians
that.
didn't even need like a visa to travel to the UK. It was just like
Yeah.
nice.
I heard Ghana's doing really well.
I don't know anything about Ghana, bro.
What was that?
I heard they party till 9 a.m. Very fun
And
over
so
there.
did Nigerians. What?
I didn't know it was a competition.
Party to 9 a.m.
You're the one that made it a competition.
I was talking about Ghana. You're the one that compared and said Nigeria does it too.
Which heritage? What's the point of bringing it up?
Because I like them.
You like Ghanaians?
How many Ghanaians do you know?
Tell me the Ghanaians you know.
How many do you know?
None.
Nice. What was the point of that question?
You don't know any Ghanaians? I feel like you do. You probably
I
just,
just said
don't know
four.
that they're from
Just
Ghana.
the point is that he doesn't know that many. That was why I asked.
Yeah, word.
Hmm.
He
So
claims
what does
to
that
like
mean?
them so much. So.
What do you mean?
What does that mean?
You claim you like people that you don't know.
But are these 4 people nobodies? I'm so confused.
But then
I'm saying you don't know that many, right? You
Well, it
acting
doesn't, I don't have to know many to know that I like them.
So you like people
Oh,
that
yeah?
you don't know, but you dislike people that are light skinned that are just like you.
Don't mind them.
So you're saying I'm light skinned?
You're basically light skinned.
No, he's
Bet.
not.
Like back home, he'd be considered
cap.
light skinned.
No, he wouldn't.
No
actually.
Light skin here is considered like mixed race, I guess.
He would,
Like,
he's
Thank
not even
you.
mixed race. He's just a
Yes, I
fair
am.
black man.
yeah, he's a fair black man.
He's
That's
not
like,
light-skinned
he's light-skinned
in any
back home.
capacity.
Like,
No, and back home he's dark.
nah, back home they would call him light skinned for sure.
Nigga, they use bleaching cream. What the
If
fuck are
I'm
you
dark,
talking
then what the
about?
fuck are you 3 niggas? Charcoal? I'm
Like,
so
bro,
You have to put things in context.
he's like
Like what?
he's a lighter complexion black guy. But like I'm
He's
saying
fair.
back in
Retarded.
Nigeria,
How
they
do I
would
niggas
call
to struggle with this? He's fair.
Yeah, okay, fair.
He's not
Amen.
light skinned though.
light skin is mixed, is like
A light skinned
your dad
person
white,
is
your mom
exactly.
black,
He's
but-
not a mixed race. He's just a fair black man. It's very simple.
Okay,
I don't know about all that, but
Back home, he's actually black as shit. He's still dark. Oh yeah,
because if I'm black as shit, what's your black ass?
nigga. Context. Back to context.
Context.
Yeah, we're talking about you being back
I
No,
home.
like
no
being dark skin, bro.
asphalt,
Dark skin is
charcoal. That's what you
beauty,
be.
like, come on.
Bro, you say it now.
Internalized colorism.
When dark
is
skin
raging.
was.
I never
Give us the
looked down
dark
on
skin.
my
If I'm
complexion.
dark skinned, then what does he
Bro.
have?
Like dark skin was
Oh,
never
that's
a
just a
bad thing
dark-skinned
to me.
man?
Like I always felt comfortable in my complexion. Like I've never wanted to be lighter than any. Like,
Never
no
smacked that
internalized
bleaching
colorism.
cream?
Nah. Like
It's not really.
I mean,
I mean, it is a
you're
thing,
white,
though.
I
It is
like
a- it is a
like,
thing.
There's no problem.
Oh yeah, it is a thing even in Nigeria. Though.
It is.
Well, yeah, it is.
Colorism
Yeah,
a big
definitely.
thing.
Colorism's
Yeah.
a thing everywhere.
Yeah,
To be
kinda
honest.
white, bro.
Yeah.
That shit hard.
Like people bleach to be lighter. Like it's insane. But like
Doesn't make sense.
bro. Let them do
you
what they
see
want
the
to do. Bro.
light, and then
I think
you look at
I
their
heard
knees.
it's big in like Caribbean cultures as well. Like
Yeah, I
bleaching.
heard
Yeah,
that
it
too.
is, Nate.
I heard that too. Actually.
Like bleaching cream.
Mm-hmm.
Anything with the
What they call it
Jamaicans.
there? I think they call it. I heard the name before, but I forgot.
If you like to,
But it's
Enlighten
basically
us on
bleaching
what
cream.
the,
Like
the
what
brand
cream?
is?
Not the
Our
brand.
brand? Carol White. It's really like basic names like skin lightening or skin whitening. There'll be
how is that commercialized and actually like?
yeah, because you want
There's
to
no
be
creativity,
lighter,
bro.
so you don't really care what it sounds like, bro. If it says it's do the job, nigga, it's get it.
Oh shit.
No, interesting.
Speaking about light skins, Black China. What do you think?
Black
Well,
China.
did
What happened
something
to
happen
her?
with? Oh, didn't she
I mean,
like
sorry,
convert to
Angela
being a
White.
Christian
What
or
do you-
something?
Black China? What?
Angela White.
That's a
No,
new
he said
name.
something.
Did you see
racist
Angela
again,
White?
nigga.
That's her new name.
Who?
Who?
Black China.
Angela White is a total different person than Black China. I don't know where.
That's
how
what
that
she
even-
calls herself.
Are you
For
sure?
real?
Who the fuck is Black China?
Black China is
Tiger's ex? Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah, she's like.
What about her?
Oh, you haven't see? Okay,
I don't pay attention to all
She
that.
removed her implants and dedicated
Like,
her life to
yeah.
God.
Yeah, and then she calls herself Angela White. Her
But what I don't
original
understand
name.
is like, I guess she's doing that not to sexualize herself anymore. But where does it say in the Bible you can't get implants?
Well, it says you
Maybe
can't like
she's just
you
making
can't,
a
you
change.
can't
The body
change
is
yourself. Like, you
temple,
can't deform yourself.
Wouldn't working out? Wouldn't that be changing yourself?
No, as in like something that's unnatural. I mean, you
Isn't
can look-
getting
you-
a
you can- you can-
haircut
you can look at the-
unnatural?
You can look at the Bible and say, you can make.
But
it
I feel like
whatever
there's
you
a
want
lot
it to
of
be.
things you could argue. Like, isn't getting a haircut unnatural?
sexualize herself.
It's not
It's
natural
all
to cut
part-
your hair.
It's all part of it. But
You know
implants
what?
is
That's
external.
insane.
Like, I definitely
That's
don't
kinda
think
funny,
that's a
though.
Christian ideal, but
I don't see.
I can't really find.
It's see.
where in
I'm
the
not focused.
Bible
I'm
it says
not
it's
focused
a
on the
sin.
implants, bro. I'm not focused.
I don't
She
even.
was-
I didn't
she
even know
felt
she
like
was
she had to
still
get
like
them
famous.
She
Like,
isn't.
is she like?
Well, that hence why she got.
See how she looks without these implants.
I don't even care.
That
It's a
shit
stunt.
was fire.
Obviously,
I don't care.
Auntie needs.
I only like what they
bringing
do,
out.
like the actual, like the like
Bro.
profession, like acting and like the music. I don't care about what happens in their life, especially if they like do something fucked up like rape or assault.
How did we get here?
Are you guys seeing what's going on with Johnathan Majors? This nigga is getting diced up.
Again? I thought she recanted her statement.
Bro, they're
Yeah.
dicing this nigga up. His management team, like, they parted ways. Bro, he's losing it. everything.
I thought that woman recanted.
Nah, literally
Imagine
today,
just
his
because of
management,
one movie.
bro, he was, bro,
Hey,
he's
man,
losing
hopefully he saved
everything.
it.
His modeling contracts, his
As
movies.
Denzel said, bro, the devil comes at you at your highest.
No ass,
Comes at you
no
at your
more.
highest, bro.
Nigga, bro.
This is bitch.
It's hard to be honest. Like when I see all this, I'm just thinking to myself, bro. Like obviously the whole victim blame by saying why have you taken so long to say something. It's also like, bro, like I just don't like the evil we have in this world where it's you're not doing some and not all, but some of these people are not doing this out of justice. They're doing this out like malicious intent to bring a man that worked so hard down. Whatever he's done might be wrong, not might be, but I don't know. It's all allegedly. So whatever he's done could be wrong, but what I just don't like is there is also the possibility that people are doing this to bring him down rather than to gain justice. And that's what just is so it stinks, man. It's ugly.
Because the thing is that stuff like
bad.
became like it created a ripple effect. So there's like a bunch of other now like women coming out saying that he did the same thing to them. He like abused them and stuff. So now it's like that's usually how it is though. It's like
That's
it's become this
usually how
ripple
it
effect.
goes.
And now he's losing like
Once one girl
a lot
realizes
more.
they can gain traction off that shit, they'll all start coming forward.
Bro, it's sad because I'm just like a lot of people are discarding because okay, let's say he did do all of these things, but you're now dehumanizing him by discarding how this all might make him feel. Do you get what I'm saying? Like he's still a human being. It's the same. Like you might as well say, okay, cool, he deserves to die for this. You might as well do that because you don't know what all of this, like his whole life now, not even just career, his whole life is crumbling.
Yeah.
And everyone is bringing out the pitchforks and saying, oh, he deserves it.
Yeah, people just love.
These times it's all allegedly still, but let's say it's not allegedly. You're still bringing out pitchforks, bro. At the end of the day, bro, he who has not sinned cast the first stone. This is what I don't like about everyone. Like this whole judgment thing. Like, look, the only person that can judge you is God. But for some reason, we all like to pick and choose.
Yeah.
Pick and choose our sins. We forget judgment is all a part of the sins, bro. You can't, like, bro. Look in the mirror, bro. Look in the mirror.
That's true.
Bro, look in the mirror, like.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of projecting going on over here. Look in the mirror, buddy.
Like,
stop projecting and look in your mirror.
You started this whole like you're a this, you're that. Like I've never been, but you always call me that. Like it's crazy.
What are you talking
I don't know.
Like what proof do you have that I've been?
Been
like,
what?
The way
He knows what I'm talking
you guys
about.
talking in parables.
Like what
Say it,
proof?
bro.
Like
Why
what
you
proof?
scared?
What proof do you have? Like
Hey,
you
man,
just see a good-looking, tall,
Oh, yeah?
dark-skinned Nigerian.
Did James come?
And then you just jump into conclusions and you're like, yo, yeah. And it's not just you that does this, honestly. Like, it's literally everyone.
Wait, so is he talking about himself?
Yeah, he is.
And did you call him something?
He's been calling me
Okay,
something.
Call him a
okay.
slut.
Makes sense.
Sounds like a guilty conscience here, because you're a man.
Sounds like you have a rehearsed
Right,
answer.
That's
The
what
way
I'm
you
saying.
explained it-
The way you're explaining it, nobody even came at you.
your chest.
Bro.
Nah, because honestly, like,
Safe
it's not.
space. Tell us.
It's not really, like, I'm not even. Like, I know myself, right? I know I'm
You
not.
don't sound confident saying that.
No, I am. I'm very confident. I am very confident.
But I think the main thing is like Atatte, if you were,
If I
would
were.
you just admit it?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Especially to Sheree, for sure. I would. Like,
Not to the.
Do you think? Okay. Do you think? Because there's two different versions of a slut. There's a slut mindset,
yeah.
and then there's an actual slut. So someone who's achieving that mindset. So do you think it's possible that you might not be achieving that mindset, but you still have it?
I don't have that mindset because the type of guy I am, I prefer just having one woman, like one girl, and like.
Oh
that's it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Niggas capping.
Even
What the fuck?
if I'm not like committing or like wifing.
Okay,
or all
so
that,
do you
but
believe?
I'm most likely.
Do you want to be monogamous right now?
right now?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what does that mean?
Do you want to be with one girl?
Like, do I want to be in a relationship? Right
No,
now?
no. Do you want to be sleeping with one girl?
I don't know. I don't be sleeping with girls, but if I.
But I'm
was-
saying if you were.
What are you doing?
You're a horrible liar. You're a horrible liar.
That's crazy, Doxa.
Yo, you open. You know what's crazy? You opened up the conversation.
Nah,
yourself.
but like that, I didn't talk about sleeping with anyone, bro.
Okay,
Like,
okay.
Yo,
Do you want to have relations?
I want to have a relationship
with one girl.
Yeah, with one girl. Yeah.
as
So
of right now.
right now, even.
Okay,
yeah.
so yeah, you don't have the
I
slut
don't
mindset.
I've never had the slut mindset.
What is this? Can you explain what the slut mindset is?
It's
Slut
when you
mindset
just want
is
to be
when
all
you-
over the place. Like you want more than one.
Basically like
Like
that.
like
yeah.
you.
We got you, nigga.
Please don't touch my head. Sorry about that. Enough.
Like, honestly, I've tried.
Set
Like
yourself
literally,
up for
like,
that one.
trying to
How did I
like.
set myself? I didn't even say
I
anything.
prefer just having one. Like it's just too much.
Hold
Like,
on,
it's
less
less
stress.
Hold on.
I 100%.
Look, you're using your lawyer, right? One
Semantics.
or one at a time.
That's what I was finna get to.
What's the difference between one at a time or one? Like
There's a big difference.
Nah,
Means
it's
you
like-
don't
it's
want
like-
multiple in like one day
I
or
just
like
want
1 week.
one until something happens and we split.
Oh, cool.
And then
One
one
that's-
somebody
that's fair
else.
enough.
Or just one.
So what he's trying to say is
Just
he
one
wants
woman.
just one,
Just one
which makes
woman.
sense. Like it's capped, but it makes sense.
It's not cap. It's only if she like says like she doesn't want to be with me no more.
Okay. So
Then
Atatte,
then I go find
Atatte,
something else. Yeah.
the reason why it just seems a little fishy is because you say you don't want a relationship, but you want only one girl. It's just not really adding up.
True.
What do you want? It sounds like you don't know.
Wowzers.
We're cutting all this part off. Like, bro, everything is
We're
going
not cutting all
off,
this
bro.
shit.
Like,
This is fucking gold.
especially that part where he was like sleeping with what? Sleeping with who? That's crazy, bro.
Oh yeah, because your
Come
shorties
on,
are
bro.
watching.
Nah, like,
If it's getting cut out, you might as well
Yeah,
speak.
Nigerian. What do you mean?
yo, bro, stop this. I don't know what I'm saying. Bro, this is why I didn't want to come over here.
The mic can pick up everything, man.
Yeah, I know it can't.
Yeah,
But
literally,
like,
what's the
that's
answer
for
to
real
right?
though. For
He
real,
said,
like
"Whoa,
all that.
I'm actually a slut. Don't let anybody know."
like when you do it.
Like,
Oh, yeah?
marriage.
I have nothing to hide, buddy. If I was shagging, I would tell you.
Yeah?
It's not me anymore, though.
But also, relationships come with like other things, you know, like it's not
Stress.
just being with one person. Yeah, like,
And opening your
especially
wallet.
if I'm just in a situationship. If I'm just with one girl and she's trying to like come at me about like being with my boys too much or like not texting her back quick or like all that shit, like I could just be like,
what kind of, wait, hold on. What's wrong with you first? And then what kind of girls are you going with?
bro, girls like they want attention, and if I'm not giving them too much, like at least if I'm in a relationship, I know
is
I
she
owe her
busy?
that relationship. I owe her
Does she
the
have
attention.
Does she have shit to do?
Huh?
Does
Yeah,
have
she has
shit-
stuff to do, but
If
like
she has shit to do, then
maybe I
she-
have more stuff to do than her. You know what I mean? Like,
Okay.
It depends.
I see where you're coming
from.
I feel like for the longest time, I think us guys have got away with this shit of saying she's texting me too much. Sometimes we do things that we're not aware of.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
that's
we
true.
don't know. Yeah, like
Oh yeah, now be consciously.
yeah,
be
but
in
I don't
present.
have to be conscious of it because I'm not in a relationship.
Yeah, but you complain about these things, hence why you're not in a relationship.
Huh?
You you say you don't.
No, because
wanna
Isaac
be
was
in a
saying I don't want to
relationship
be.
for
I don't want to
these
be with. I want to be with one woman, but I don't want to be in a relationship. That's how it's tricky.
And you now said the reasons why I don't want to be in a relationship.
So I don't have to
because-
give all that extra.
yeah,
stuff,
but I'm
yeah.
saying you could not have the extra stuff if you are conscious of certain things that you do.
Nah, there's some like there's just some things that even if you're conscious of it, like there's just some things that I won't do.
It's
Like,
as
it's
simple
like-
as,
it's
Yeah,
bro,
yeah,
there's
it's
one
fine.
thing that can fix everything.
What?
Communication. If you're not having that communication,
Wow.
if she's not acting correctly, bro, drop her. Why are you keeping her around? Simple as that, bro.
The way Doxa
Eliminate the stress from your life.
There is nothing as sick that Isaac is. Yeah, communication.
Communication.
Can't lie.
I could give you the toxic route to do what you want, but it'd be
Give
too
it to me. Give it to
complicated.
me. I want to know.
You have to write it down. Put it in notes, and girls are gonna be, I knew you were like that. And
But you're already getting that, so you might as well just spill, nigga.
the toxic way to keep her.
Yeah, you might as well. You're already getting that shit, man.
Okay, might as well. Okay, so what you want is you want the.
I don't want that. I don't.
No, you just-
I
You don't want her giving
to
too
be
much.
that, but
You
I
don't
just
want her
wanna
being
know-
clingy. You don't want her doing all that extra.
I already
shit.
know how to. I already know how to fix all that. Like I'm
Yeah?
already like, bro.
Okay, perfect.
Don't. Anyways, please tell us.
Oh!
We want to hear it.
Yeah, I want to hear it. I want to hear his perspective.
Okay,
That's
okay.
what I'm saying. Like I want to hear.
So
like,
with girls like this, the ones that are doing too much, what you need to do is you need to let them know that there's a possibility Never tell them directly that you want a relationship, but let them know that there's a possibility of one out there. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna give them a whole story. Oh, my ex fucked me up, all this extra shit, and she needs to know that for her to get wifed, she has to do everything correctly. She needs to stay in line. She needs to stay in order. She needs to follow your rules, because there is that possibility. If she keeps acting up, she will eventually get that goal, even though that goal is never in line. Even though that goal will never be achieved, she needs to believe that it's achievable. And if you allow that, she will act right. Simple as that.
Confessions of a former fuck nigga.
Former? Or acting?
You have a girlfriend right now?
No.
Okay.
I'm sure about one.
Do you have to have a girlfriend?
He just gave you a whole
to be a
spiel
fuck nigga anymore?
why he shouldn't have a girlfriend.
It's just something he knows.
Something he knows, but doesn't mean he's doing it.
I'll do it. Just do my
Anymore.
research.
I guess actually stress.
Please zoom in on my face when he's saying all that shit, because wow. Clip that.
Like, man.
See, at the end of the day,
That's
a
insane. I can't lie.
relationship.
Sometimes this nigga speaks and I'm just shocked.
A relationship
Even now.
isn't always that hard. We make it hard for ourselves, man. We make it hard for ourselves.
Have you ever been in an easy relationship before?
I've never chosen to be in a relationship.
You've never been in a relationship like ever?
Yeah, because
I've
cause the
never
thing,
chosen.
see, the thing is like, look,
Were you forced?
unlike a lot of you guys,
Did you hear that?
unlike a lot of unlike a lot of you guys,
Nah, you should hear that. You should hear
unlike
that.
a lot of, I'll hear when I
When you're editing.
unlike a lot of you guys, I am conscious of who I want to be with.
Oh,
If
yeah,
this girl- Yes.
The way this song is this Elvis?
doesn't meet your like, you know what you want in a woman, and if she doesn't have that, then no.
Yeah, I'm not gonna ask her out. What's the point?
Yeah, word.
That's
But
what
honestly,
I'm seeing.
ask her out as in what? Like, cause you ask her
To be
out
my girlfriend.
Okay. I thought you
You're
meant
saying
like,
there's a lot of issues that come in a relationship. That's because people tend to go for a girl
For the
because
wrong
because they
person.
want a relationship, and then they end up with someone that they don't
wrong
actually
person,
want,
yeah.
and then all of a sudden she's doing things that you don't like. Do you get what I'm
Word
saying?
up.
Like I know exactly what I want. If I'm not getting it, I'm not gonna force myself into a relationship. My previous situation, she clearly was not giving everything that I needed and wanted. Hence why I can never say she was my girlfriend. Do you guys like it's plain as day.
So it didn't have to do with the fact that you're fucking a plethora of other girls.
No, because that's a lie.
That's a lie. Come on, bro.
There we go.
It's Doxa we're talking about.
What the fuck does that mean?
Doxa's a proper guy, bro.
What the fuck does
Come
that
on.
mean?
I'm
So
glad.
proper guys can't fuck a plethora of girls.
Like,
I mean, it's not
confused.
bad, but I'm just saying, like, that's what the kind of guy Doxa is.
Niggas
Like,
saying bollocks.
There we go.
Please. How much is he paying you?
you think Doxa?
I know
around?
I know him.
That's,
Oh, you-
that's
oh, yeah?
Yes.
So
There's a reason
That's
on that fucking
insane.
list.
Wow.
What list?
Tell me. Because the funny thing is, look,
See that
I can't do everything. So this is why I don't understand where it's coming from.
Okay, like, I'm trying to
There's a
imagine
reason
a
you're on
world.
that damn list, nigga.
What
No.
list?
Yeah, because a lot of people are deceiving themselves.
What
bro.
list? Please, what list?
Sound like me.
Fuck nigga would say.
Okay, pause. Everyone, pause. What list are we talking about, please?
Ask them because they're the one that
What
introduced
list?
it to me. I don't really know.
What list?
Nigga, you're on your own. You brought it up.
There's a list of casted niggas in the city, and Doxa's on the
Oh,
list.
shit. That's
And
crazy.
see, the thing is,
Who made the list?
Doesn't matter.
a bunch of idiots.
There's probably a
I'm not
bunch of
gonna
idiots
say it,
for
but
sure.
Look, 'cause thank you. See, look,
You're
let me
definitely
know if we
on
get
that
angry. Look, the thing is,
Oh,
look,
you?
Nah,
the thing is, Shori knows
see that.
everything, right? And also, you that might not be close to me already know I'm an
Yeah.
open book. Do you get what I'm saying? So someone close to me and someone that's not that close to me can still know most things about the way I move. So hence why when these people are telling me I'm high up on that list, I now know these people are stupid. I can't, like, now it upsets me because I'm just like, okay, cool. Firstly, all my time talking to these people wasted, or some of them anyways. And secondly, now I know that all of you are now stupid. It makes me upset because I'm just like, I thought you guys were better than this.
Yeah,
To be very honest, I thought that because the people that I've actually talked to, the reason I started talking to them was because I thought they were better than this. Do you get what I'm saying? I thought from what they've portrayed to me, I thought you were more mature.
So is this just based off your own evaluation, or before you go for a girl, you actually do your research and you ask around about her?
I don't like
don't
asking
like
questions.
asking
I'd
around.
rather
Rather
you
get
show
to
me
know
who
you.
you
You
are.
put yourself in the belly of the beast and you act surprised.
No, I'm not surprised that for example, I'm not surprised that you that hang around a certain group of people are immature.
Okay.
I'm surprised that you decided, through all of my honesty, you decided to paint me as a bad person.
Yeah.
That's what I'm surprised about, because I'm surprised that I've been so honest and clear that all of a sudden you just make up a story. That's what I'm surprised about. I'm not surprised. I'm not, because the thing is, like, when you say, "Oh, she's acting this way," I'm like, "Oh, I thought she might just try not to be."
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? There's some of the girls that I'm pretty sure have added me to this proverbial list that, in my opinion, when I looked from the outside, before I started to know the guys in your circles and them now talk about you, when I looked on the outside, you put up such a great image of such a mature girl, proper girl. You have sense. You put up that image, but by the time I start talking to you, because the thing is, like, when I'm talking to girls, I don't rush into. I'm letting you. I need to know who you are. Most of the time, when I say I actually want to get to understand who you are before I then let you into my space. So when you're in my space, that's because you show me things that I'm cool with. Okay, cool.
What if she's
you can
doing
now come
the same
to,
thing?
Huh?
What if she's also doing the same thing?
I'm an open book, so it doesn't matter.
word.
If she's doing the same thing, she'll know who I am.
Okay, word.
One
But
thing.
if they're gonna play up to a character, because the thing is, another thing is, like, again, remember when I say you need to try and be who you want to be. You have to be from the beginning. So again, like the same way girls fall for guys that have potential. Sometimes I can see the potential in you. I can see. I could see some of these girls having potential of being mature, being proper. I'm like, okay, cool. I'll give you a chance. I'll let you into my space. And in my space, there are other things that happen, and they don't go as far as some of the things for a reason. But you then show me your true colors when because the thing is, I listen a lot. If I'm listening, I'll find out from either, for example, when I'm talking to Shore or I'm around those group of boys and I hear them talk about this particular girl or this particular girl. I'm listening, so I could then understand what kind of person this girl is. So then I can then form a distance. It doesn't happen that I meet you and then automatically I know who you are. I don't bloody know. All I know is that I'm attracted to you. And all I know is that I'm also attracted to the potential of who you could be. Right? So that's where I would get involved with these girls. Something would then happen. They would, because things like, again, you have to remember, when people are like a lot of the problems we have within our dating groups is that people cannot look in the mirror, and two, people cannot look at a situation and understand it for itself. They can only understand it from their experience. So let's say, for the example we gave of narcissism, if I've done something that is similar to a symptom of narcissism, instead of you to see that something for what it is and related to me in whatever experience that was, you're just going to see it as this is a symptom of narcissism. He's a narcissist. Same way I can understand why I'm on this list, because you formed whatever opinion it is based on the experience you've had with me, and then you're comparing me to some of these other guys. But in my mind, some of these other guys, you can see they are fucked up.
Because it's straight.
No, I can do directs, but
Speak up for yourself.
No. Let's not do that. I can do directs, but I'm not just gonna be shouting people's names right now. You know exactly who I'm talking about, right? So I could give you an example. A guy that is a fuckboy has done certain things to you. He's essentially told you something, which was a lie, but he told you something in the appearance of being honest and transparent. What's now happened is that he's turned out not to be who you thought he was. Me, I'm honest in everything. And a lot of people, when they then understand that I'm honest, firstly, you're not like other guys. Or the other reaction I get is, I wasn't expecting this from you. I wasn't expecting you to actually do what you say. And then there's also the reaction where there's also like, because of my experience, I don't believe you. It's too good to be true. You're like those guys. And also associations. Remember the first few episodes we said friendships and associations. I can understand why I'm on this list. Bro, the people that you've mentioned in this list, I've been seen around them. Do you get what I'm saying? I've also been around them. So I can understand. And also the people that are creating this list, they're also part of these groups, but they don't even understand that they're also, in essence, they're also part of their own list.
Because they don't know the people on the list. Because
how many times there's certain girls that I've come to you
honorable mention.
Huh? There's
Little does he know.
There's certain girls that
I don't care about no some stupid list.
There's certain girls that I've seen a particular behavior, and I've had to ask Shorty, what, like that's when I'll come to him and be like, yo, give me a CRB of this girl, because I personally do not like.
So what makes you come to Shorty?
Because he knows.
Because I'm closer to him, and also he's someone that is involved in your circle. I'm not involved in your circle, so there's certain things I don't know.
Word.
So what do you mean by like my circle, like
Canadians,
niggas that are like
people that are around you,
that are around you,
in a very
your sphere of influence, the people that are around you, right? So for you, those people could be 1 or 2 layers out. For me, they're like 4 or 5 layers out. So for me to understand, I'll have to come to you, right? The reason I won't come to you directly, Isaac, is because maybe we haven't had enough conversation for me to even come to you, or you barely reply your messages. So I'm going to call someone that is, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But anyways, back to my point. There's certain, he replies my messages. He's learned. You're still growing. You're almost there. When you start replying immediately, when you start replying immediately,
I called you at 10 a.m. You called me back at 8 o'clock at night.
Okay, but aside from that, when you text me,
that was
I
today.
answer almost immediately.
Sheree will literally ignore your message and then ask you something, like he didn't just like leave you on.
You responded 10 hours.
10 hours.
Nigga, okay, but aside from like,
I said, can you please call me? 10 hours later.
Hold on. First of all, you texted me that at 4 p.m.
No, I did not.
let's not deviate. I beg. Let's not deviate.
I believe Isaac for sure.
So what I'm saying is that there's certain girls, let's say, that I'm talking to. Then I realize, oh shit, she's in this group, and I'm aware that, let's say, Shori knows about that
more.
group.
Yeah.
Let's make a list of casted girls.
If she starts acting a certain way that I'm unaware of, then I go to him and be like, yo, what about this girl? And the thing is, how many times do I come to you and ask you direct questions? As in, like, what does she do in this? Or how is she like this? I literally just say the name, and then he tells me what he knows. And then I go based on... And the thing is, I'm honest with myself. Am I able to deal with this rubbish, or am I not? A lot of the times, when he tells me things, I'm like, oh, fuck. I thought she'd be different. And at that point, it's too late. They've already formed their opinion of me. I can't change their opinion.
That's crazy.
Do you get what I'm saying? And the thing is, like, for me, I'm able to remove someone from whatever perception I have. I can understand that. Okay, cool. They have a reason for what they've done. Whereas other people can't. They just
take whatever they
just
hear.
group you with a bunch of,
before they even get to even know you. They just
on your podcast calling you a slut. Yeah.
Like this guy.
But yeah,
I didn't call you a slut.
Nah, but I get what he means though. Like, people always talk a lot of they just love talking about other people.
Yeah.
Like
that's fair. But I'm gonna be honest. There's always some truth to it.
Always.
I don't think it's always completely capped.
There's sometimes it's completely capped. You hear some things and you're like, wow, I did this.
Okay, but Atatte, and I'm not trying to say that what these girls are saying is the truth, but I'm saying if a nigga's name is getting brought up, let's say if Sheree was on this list, we know he's not, but if he was, let's say there's like 20 to 30 girls that are talking about him.
Holy shit, that's a lot of girls.
Yeah, it's just a hypothetical.
That's crazy.
Let's say there's 20 to 30 girls that are talking about him. What's the likelihood that's all capped? Yeah. Because there's a reason why these guys are on this list, because they're brought up the most. Because most likely there is some truth to what's being said.
You also have to look at
how many people are making the list. Like,
no, hold on. You have to look at the people involved in the list.
Yeah.
Are they all the same friend group?
Yeah.
Bro, every chicken in the same fence would think the same.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Literally, they'll say this guy and the other guys will be like, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. And they don't even know the niggas.
How many times have, like, we had the conversation and I'm talking about I'm attracted to older women. If I see a sense, if I sense a sense of maturity in you, if you're younger, then I'll be attracted to that maturity.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? For the most part, I always want like older women. I've said it how many times, and you've seen my track record. For the most part, some of
Yeah.
it is either my age, maybe a little bit like 2 years below, or even sometimes I don't know. I don't ask ages, bro. I don't ask
Dangerous
ages.
game.
If you look too young, I'm staying clear.
I'll say one thing that Sheree does very well, I'd say, is I don't think Sheree gets involved with anyone unless he asks his questions first. And
Yeah, but how do you ask the questions without talking to them?
without talking. No. I'm saying he asks around about
other
you.
people,
I
yeah.
feel like these girls don't realize there's a lot of niggas that just fuck it up, and I feel like that's part of the reason why a lot of girls can get away with this behavior that they be
Yeah.
doing, because a lot of niggas are just horny and they just will fuck you regardless. But there is niggas out there that will abstain from you if you do have a bad attitude. So niggas, try and check that shit. There's a plethora of niggas that ask around before they go for you, and if they don't hear good things, they will not hit you up.
Yeah, but how many of those guys are around?
There's not many.
Exactly.
I don't think that was his
like
point.
5
though.
to 6.
No. It adds on. Like it adds on to why, like adds on to why they're so freely able to create lists. Because bro, imagine if we
Niggas
or
would-
guys create a list, we are looked at as
That list would
we
be
hate women.
3,000
It's-
girls.
Bro, you got like.
It's just, bro, it's
You got what I'm saying?
The double standard
this
is
shit
crazy.
bugs me, bro.
And
Because
the funny thing is, look at this.
I already started a mini list.
Imagine you told me.
it's already going
Look,
crazy.
imagine you mentioned the list. We're able to literally just talk about it.
Yeah.
We haven't even
Yeah.
been mad.
Yeah.
We haven't even made a huge fuck. Like this is how most guys react to these things.
Yeah.
But imagine
girls would
if
be
guys made a
outraged.
list.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! The guy would be at fault.
Yeah.
And then every guy associated with that guy would be at fault.
It'll be assault.
Do you get what I'm saying? So, bro, again, we play different games. You just have to understand the game. That's why I'm just like, look, I'm not mad. I'm just annoyed. Like, I'm just like, okay, cool. Based on the fact that I already know the pool of girls that I've talked
dealt
to
with,
is very small.
Yeah.
I already know who exactly is adding to this list.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Honorable mention.
Like,
Anything
high
to
school,
say?
What list are we making? Like,
This is
are you
what I was
kidding?
We used to make lists. No. We
was in
used
high
to make
school?
lists back in high school.
Yeah, I was
Baddest.
saying,
Yeah, but
we
guess
in high
what?
school.
We've grown up.
Oh.
High school was when we had lists for everything.
doing it?
Nobody
What was a
asked
list
us to
in
make
high school,
nothing.
man?
We
That's
make
what used to
lists of
create
this person,
problems.
this person who
Niggas
had
fucking
white
with
socks.
this,
List for everything. Now we're
Imagine if we were on
like,
this podcast talking about casted girls.
Like,
Or
come on.
What the fuck does this even mean? Casted, quote unquote, casted
casted
girls.
means like you just
No,
casted.
I know what it means.
Yeah,
The
like,
Let's name the
definition. I'm saying,
episode
like,
"Casted Girls of Winnipeg."
Casted girls.
Casted girls.
We fucking uploaded this fucking.
Bro, we're
bullshit.
finished.
That's what I'm saying.
And the funny thing,
It's
we-
rub- it's
if we
bullshit, bro.
if we
It
make
really is.
that the title, they're not gonna watch it. They're just gonna assume that's what we talked about.
Yeah.
Yep,
You know,
and that's how you get views.
The funny thing is, we can
Nah,
actually
don't
run a
watch
social
it. Don't
experiment.
watch it just to find out.
No,
if-
no,
social
we-
experiment.
we-
Okay,
we
okay.
can do a
Let's not
social
make "Casted
experiment.
Girls of Winnipeg." Let's just say "Casted Girls."
No.
We'll start with
we
that.
We can do
can
a social
actually
experiment.
and see
We
what
are
happens.
gonna. This is a social experiment.
Oh, boy.
And we are gonna title this episode "Casted Girls in Winnipeg." And our synopsis or our what's the name? Hypothesis is that this is gonna get one of our most viewed.
Probably. Oh, 100%.
Imagine it
This
flops.
is our synopsis and this is our
100%.
hypothesis.
No, it's not. It's
I'm just happy you're here with us.
100%.
Yeah, I know.
I can't wait till they click on it and they see us talking about Scooby Doo. God.
Again, I'm just gonna say it so it's clear.
Wait, how does it work?
We
though? Like,
are
if they click
gonna-
on it, it's a view.
Yeah, so
I have no
They
idea
watch
how it
for-
works.
You have to watch it for like I think it's 5 minutes or so.
Okay.
And then it counts as a view. Anyway, just to be clear, this is disclaimer. This is going to be a social experiment.
This is
So
what we
if
need
you
to
haven't watched until this part, that's your business. But this is a social experiment, and we are going to title this "Casted Girls in Winnipeg," and watch how the views skyrocket.
Wait.
if
So
it doesn't skyrocket, then
wait.
failed.
So are you gonna say that at the beginning?
no.
Or-
This is going to be at the end.
At
It's
the
bait.
end,
Just
yeah.
to prove-
Okay. So now that we've
Because they're gonna be watching the whole thing,
We might
just
as
trying to
well talk
see
about it.
where we're
What?
talking about. You know?
Casted Girls in Winnipeg.
I'm not talking. You can talk.
I'm
I'm
the-
not
Okay, just bleep out the names.
All right, go ahead.
Oh, can I start?
Bleep out the names.
That's crazy.
I'm bleeping this whole section, bro.
I think this whole section.
That's crazy.
No, I said
We'll start by
naming.
we'll start by race. We'll go by race.
I don't even
I don't
care.
even know.
I don't even know. Like, I don't
that many
even
girls in the
think
city
like
like that
Exactly. Yeah.
to be doing that.
Because
I don't even think like
But it's
that.
not multicultural.
Whatever, nigga.
Like, what is the attributes of a casted girl?
I haven't used that name in a while.
A casted girl is a girl that's
Whoa,
like,
did you say something?
No, he said Mr. Black and White.
Okay, because
used
you
to
need
say
to.
that.
You used to if I leave that in there, Isaac, you can't call me and tell me you bleep something out.
He's
bro.
never. When has he ever done that
I've done it a few times.
for him?
No, for anyone.
When I talk about my gay stuff.
Something that I haven't heard properly.
Okay. What were you saying?
He said, "What's the definition of this?" Is what I'm saying.
Of a casted girl?
Like, is it a girl
Okay. If you're carrying any of the STIs, STDs, you're usually casted in the community.
That's crazy.
I'd say
Isaac's
That's crazy. STD.
if you false accuse niggas, you're casted.
Sleep around.
Not really.
Super
Niggas will still fuck.
Okay.
Bro, I can't lie.
Body odor.
That's about it for girls. Yeah, like if you smell,
bad.
if that's about it. To be honest,
nigga Doxa just cut the shit.
That's literally all.
And then, like,
from what I've heard, that's all niggas really care about.
So what are
they don't care
casted
about shorties
guys?
that be capping on them?
Bro, shorties that be capping on niggas, saying niggas have little dicks, saying niggas fucking did some extra bro, niggas don't really care. They will still fuck.
Unfortunately,
Bro, I have told
I'm
niggas
gonna
before this girl has STIs and they still fuck.
That's crazy.
Niggas do not give a fuck.
Unfortunately, we're actually part of this problem. This whole thing, we're part of it.
I'm gonna put a subscript on the picture itself. That this is a social experiment. I'll just put the subscript there.
Nah, don't put that because then they're gonna know.
You think they will read?
Bro, they don't trust.
That's what I'm saying. We're gonna test it out.
Just put casted girls in Winnipeg.
See, bro, we're gonna test it out.
I'm happy we can test this out with you, Atatte.
Nothing else. Episode of special guest Shady Baby.
Oh yeah?
They think I know.
the community.
They think I'm probably casting them because they're scared. Yo, they'll look.
It's so
like they know themselves.
Imagine if niggas actually sat down and were doing this bullshit.
Like, you imagine the kind of things they think we talk about. Like, nah.
I swear.
Me and my boys, either money.
This shit, bro.
We're talking about how to make money, how to start stuff like businesses, like what we should do, like or classes. There's only like a few times where you like, okay, maybe just a one-on-one, then you talk about girls. But like if we're in a group, why are we talking about girls?
Honestly, now think about it, we don't really talk about girls in large groups either.
Like
we're just making fun of each other the whole time.
Like what?
Like I was just thinking about it.
Except something crazy happened in the party that we were at before.
Yeah,
like something
but
like,
I'm not saying always. Obviously, I'm not saying we don't talk about girls. Obviously, naturally, it's part
I
of
would
our
say
life.
out of
for sure.
everything that I named, and it's kind of off topic. Out of everything that I named, the weirdest thing, it's not weird, but out of all the things I named, like a girl's odor or a girl that has like STIs, the thing that will stop guys from going near them the most is when they hear she false accuses on niggas, because niggas are just terrified.
BO is the worst.
I do not think BO is the worst. Nigga, if a girl false accuses you, can go to jail.
Oh, false. Oh, like okay, that kind, right? I thought you were talking about like small dicks or like, bro. Like I don't give a fuck. Like bro, like I care about BO. Like that's like my worst. Like you can't be smelling bad.
That was a big turn off. Make that a clip. Sponsored by BlackerTheBerry.
Yeah,
Sponsored, disclaimer. That is not the opinion of BlackerTheBerry podcast. It's strictly the opinion of Shady Baby, aka Atatte.
Don't put that on.
I mean, I say co-signed it though.
Nah, don't put that on. Obviously, I guess it's facts, but I don't want to be talking about stuff like that because I don't know who's gonna be watching, bro. I'm telling you.
It's too late.
Nah, it's not too late.
Nigga, YouTube channel is not private, bro. It's public.
Yeah, like what?
I mean, is it live? Is it live? You should go live.
We should do a live episode.
Ask these two.
No, she's talking about live on YouTube.
Everything, bro.
Like I know you did the live one in.
We need to do live. I've told this guy live IG. Like we can't do live YouTube until we get regular on live IG. I'm still waiting on you guys' answer.
Don't you guys go on live all the time on Instagram?
No.
We've done it 3 times.
Cool down for
we did it all together twice. That you do it every 2 weeks.
Oh,
every 3 weeks.
Was that the BlackerTheBerry channel or just the two of you?
BlackerTheBerry channel.
Yeah, you do BlackerTheBerry channel.
We just went on there and said what's up, basically.
No, I came on our page. Because remember, I was in Toronto when that happened.
But you came on after, but we were already on BlackerTheBerry.
Yeah, we went on BlackerTheBerry first.
Yeah, I know I've been on.
Then
we
switched to mine.
Like when Daryl came and Gibbs was saying some crazy stuff, man.
Gibbs,
holy.
Bro, every time he's in my DMs.
There's a method to his madness, bro.
And he's so unapologetic about it. He just says it.
From the type of relationships that he talks about, those are the most successful relationships
in
the world.
And this is the thing. It applies to him. people just need
And
to
a very large demographic, to be honest.
Yeah, people need to understand that it applies to him. It applies to
Just because it's not our normal doesn't mean it doesn't make
it applies
sense.
to his situation that he wants.
Yeah. Just because, that's what I've been trying to say. Just because it's not our normal doesn't mean it doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
It
but
just doesn't make
the
sense
thing-
to us.
The thing about him is that he doesn't see it the other way around either. Like, as in, like, the one issue that a lot of people have is that you can have these conversations as long as you both understand
But
each
he's
other's
just like
side.
everybody else because
Yeah.
everybody's unwilling to see it his
Exactly.
way. So,
Exactly. Anyways, let's shut this off.
sorry,
Let's,
girls.
Sorry. For what?
Cast it.
Shut what off?
We just made the list.
You didn't mention
You
a
didn't
single
mention
name.
anybody.
That'd be dangerous.
You didn't mention a single name. Nigga.
He said he was going to cut it out, so there's no point.
Casted.
We'll cut out which bit.
No, I said that's why I didn't name names because it
Oh.
was just going to be cut out, so it didn't make any sense.
Casted.
Yeah.
That's insane.
But the unofficial
It has
list
to be high
is-
school. It has to be high school.
Jesus Christ, end this episode first now. What the hell?
Oh, is it not done?
It was done.
No, now we haven't even said
Okay, then you might as well say the names, nigga.
I just said them.
Teacher, they're all bleeped out still. What the hell? Whoa.
That's insane.
That's
No, you trying to get?
No, like we can obviously do more.
What? Anyways, thanks for watching, guys.
You better be.
Thanks for watching,
scared.
guys.
Who's gonna shoot him? Anyways, subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe, man.
Yeah,
Subscribe, like, share, comment.
You know,
Fuss up.
I'll put this at the beginning. So
29th of March. You know, what's it? March, April? Sorry.
get out of here, man. I beg, subscribe.
Aren't you? You don't do the BlackerTheBerry thing no more. Like,
Shady Baby Entertainment on the way. You know what I'm saying?
Do, but
Your
House
greatest
parties all
berry?
summer. You feel me?
Sweetest Berry.
Sweetest
Austin,
Berry, like,
guys,
you're all
before-
gonna-
Actually, I was gonna. It's time for Sheree ass. You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
Time for Sheree ass. But I'm not answering this question.
Damn, it's like, yeah, carry on.
Black girls or white girls?
No.
that's so
Yeah,
such a.
because we already know your answer, buddy.
That's such a.
If it ain't snowing, you ain't going. Bunny
Nah.
season.
You speaking for yourself is very insane.
I don't know. I'm
Anyways,
actually speaking.
I
For
don't
you.
even see color, bro. I like. Women.
I mean,
why are you answering this nigga? You should know him. Anyways, what did your ex teach you?
God Almighty.
Whoa.
You're first, Toddy.
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
Who's first?
Anybody can go.
Oh.
Like, what did she like? Like,
Bro,
what
she
did you
told me
originally-
not to have a weak spine, bro.
A weak span?
Spine,
A weak spine. Okay.
as in like, she made this version, and then you guys added spice. We'll put it that way.
It's a good answer. What did your ex
That's
teach
so much credit. I hate this. Is
you? You don't give credit,
bro.
I wish I could.
I'm gonna say, but it's just, bro. I just,
Don't like giving
I
up
hate
credit,
myself.
yeah.
I hate myself for letting that situation get to
Wait,
me.
is this the one? From
Relax. What's happening?
Just
What's
I was
good?
trying to think about what ex. Cause you said you
We're
didn't
still
have
on the
a
air.
relationship.
I've only
That's-
had
just
one
answer
that-
the damn question,
One that
nigga.
everyone has claimed as my
You feel
ex.
me?
Just answer the
The thing
fucking
is,
question.
we were never. We had a conversation about this the other day.
Oh.
She said, "Oh, people are saying, oh, your guys in Toronto."
wanna know
I hate
this.
I hate why
You can
people
ask
have.
him afterwards.
I hate why people have attached me to her. Because I'm just, again, I've never. Anyways, carry on. Oh, who are you thinking?
The one from Res, like when you were on Res. What was her name?
It depends.
It's
You can,
Oh,
you can
yeah,
ask him
yeah.
afterwards.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
answer the question.
Yeah,
so that's the one you're talking about.
yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah, like, I agree with Doxa. You know, I was like, my ex, like, I was very like oblivious to like the true nature or like what women can actually be. I only knew like the lovey-dovey, you know, that whole company, like nice, good experiences and all that. I never knew like women could just like switch up. Like, I didn't know about hiding stuff, not saying anything. So whatever you're showing me is what I'm seeing. So like when at the end of the day, when you just come and you tell me you don't want it no more, and then you start talking about all the things that you could have said while we were dating for me to fix up. So like, I just like, my ex just showed me like women can just like, they could just have two sides. Like they could show you one side and just be another side. Like don't believe because she's pretty and like she's all nice and you're all cuddling with her doesn't mean she's not doing the same thing with some other guy.
Man,
Like,
so, oh, this one hit home.
like you could and never vouch when your guys are telling you something, and your guys, I'm talking about your guys, not just some random guys that come up to you in the library talking shit. like your homies, when they're telling you about like a girl, your some guys will be vouching for the girl, be like, yo, nah, she could never. Don't always do that. Like, always have an open mind to the possibility that she could have done that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Pessimism.
Like she's not. She's very sweet. You guys are all chilling in bed together. You're like, you tell her all your problems. She tells her your problems. She's crying to you. She shows you her softest side. But the same soft side
going in.
has an opposite.
That's a good question.
You're answering this question, bro.
Oh, that's
the same soft side. Like,
does he have an ex?
Someone that is
okay, cool, yeah.
Like, the same soft side. There's another like
from it.
heart. There's another side to it. Like, it's not just one side. Like, don't just don't be too like don't just think don't just know what's
don't
happening.
Put all your eggs in one
don't
basket.
put
Keep running other bitches.
I didn't say that.
Don't think as
you
a
wanted
man.
to say it, just say it.
That's the thing.
Nah, I didn't say that.
We forget that women are obviously different.
Yeah.
Don't think if you think everything as a guy.
That's exactly
that's where a lot of us guys fuck up.
Yeah.
Being a man means like you're able to understand your feminine side and your masculine side. When you grow up, all you learn to do is understand your masculine, be a man, understand your masculine. You know, Isaac, come on.
Please, what happened? It's fine.
You know, anytime you touch it, it makes noise. Anyway, so yeah, we're grown up and brought up to think, be a man. You hear all these things, man. You're always pushed into your masculine side. But you don't understand that to be a fully grown man and to be a man of like full stature, you need to understand your feminine side. And understand your feminine side where you can know there's like girls don't say what they mean. They do what they mean.
Yeah.
There's that, and also like they have two sides, because a lot of time when they say they want something, they might actually not want that.
They're just saying it.
Right. I was reading this book that was like, when soldiers going off to war and his baby's crying saying, don't go, do not give in, because that's not what she wants. She's been emotional. That is what a woman does. She's being emotional. Emotions aren't straightforward, they're everywhere. That's what makes them colourful. Don't give in, because once you give in, you've now become the guy she doesn't want, because the guy that she liked or the guy that she's with is someone that is a warrior, that's going out. So once you give into what she's saying and give into that emotion in that moment,
in that exact moment,
you're fucked.
Word.
You're fucked. But think like a woman, act like a man, bro.
All right, buddy.
You're up.
Oh, did Doxa answer?
Yeah, you did. He was
I
the
was
first.
the first, bro.
Oh.
What did you learn from the experience, and what did she teach you? Not necessarily like teach you like she was like ABC, but like what did she teach you as in your experience with her?
What did
you
who
learn?
teach me?
Somebody you were seriously involved with.
Why did you change your question?
Because maybe it doesn't exactly fit, but it still fits categorically. So for you specifically,
define seriously involved.
Whatever your definition of seriously involved is.
What if I've not had that?
Bro, you know what we're talking about.
Okay.
Like, you definitely had that experience. So
What do you mean definitely?
Seriously
What do you mean by that,
So
Atatte?
you haven't?
Bro, stop. He's trying to get you. He's trying to
So
divert
Atatte,
you.
you're just assuming that I've had a serious relationship.
Bro, baby,
Why?
Bro, don't listen to him. Can you please just answer the question so we can end this shit? Like,
Really?
yeah, because I want to
thought you were
answer.
supposed to answer.
I won't answer. Once you're done, I'll answer.
Self-respect. Don't settle for less.
Word. Can you expand, or you just gonna say that?
It's as self-explanatory as it can get. Don't accept the bare minimum.
Where's she?
Yo, did he do that?
That guy.
Alright, sure. What did your ex teach you?
Few things. I would say to be definitely more competent. To be competent in general. I think competence is definitely like an important lesson, just as a man, to just be competent in a lot of things. To be decisive is very important, and being decisive as a man, once again, very important. And taught me that there are actually good girls out there. Taught me to trust too. It's not necessarily bad shit. I was gonna say, it was just in general, like, what did you learn? Taught me that there are good girls out there. Taught me to trust, because before I met her, I was on some bullshit.
Oh, so it's positive. That's a positive.
No, I mean, yeah, I would say most of the things are positive. I learned lessons from being with her that like helped me. I would say.
That's what's up.
You should put that in.
I'm talking about the exes. The exes.
All my exes live in Texas like I'm George Strait.
That's what you got.
I co-sign that.